Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Samwelb12 Experience. It's only been a couple short hours, but we are back. It is another game 3 situation, but this one is not for a team looking to go 3-0. This is for the Battle of Alberta. It is the Oilers, the Flames. What a game it's going to be. What an amazing matchup. Hello, everyone here so far. Morgan, what's up? Dallas, what's going on? Welcome back. Not my circus. Hello, Dean. Welcome in, everybody. This is going to be a game, and we have so much packed in. I don't want to waste another moment. We're going to jump right in to the projected lineups. We'll have to see how these hold true. So here we go. For the Flames, Johnny Gaudreau with Elias Lindholm and Matthew Tkachuk. Andrew Mangiapane with Mikael Backlund and Blake Coleman, who has been awesome. Dylan Dubé with Kyle Yankrock and Tyler Toffoli. And then, of course, we have Milan Lucic with Trevor Lewis and Brett Ritchie, the true grind line. Back on the D-line for the Flames, Noah Hannafin with Rasmus Anderson. We have Oliver Killington with Michael Stone, Nikita Zedorov with Eric Gabranson, and of course, back between the pipes for the Flames tonight, Jacob Markstrom. Christopher Tanev is still out with an undisclosed injury. Now, here is your projected lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. Evander Kane, he's back with Conor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. We got Zach Hyman with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Jesse Puljujarvi. Warren Fogle with Ryan McLeod and Kailer Yamamoto. And of course, Josh Archibald with Derek Ryan and Zach Cassian. Back on the blue line for the Oilers, Darnell Nurse and Cody Ceci. We got Duncan Keith with Evan Bouchard. And of course, newly acquired Brett Kulak with Tyson Barrie. And projected starting tonight for the Oil, it is Mike Smith. Lori, what's up? Welcome in. So those are the starting lineups. And to discuss the keys for tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen, special guest from our partner channel, the FPN Sports Network. Please welcome the Bear Shark. Let's going on?
What's up, everybody? How are you tonight?
Oh, and just like that, Justice, thank you for the subscribe. Dave, welcome in. Gonna be a huge game tonight. Here is what I'm predicting the keys are for tonight's game. Love to get your feedback. First and foremost, staying 5-on-5. We know that there have been a tremendous amount of penalties in this series so far. I believe it's a total combined 35 penalties in the series through 2 games. This is crazy. Edmonton in the last game scored a 4-on-4, a power play, and a shorthanded goal. These teams need to stay at even strength, which coincidentally happens to be a good name of something we know very well.
Even strength. I know that. Yeah, look, it's been an incredible series. Watching Calgary this entire time, when they started out with the Stars, it was amazing. This series has not let down at all. It has been fantastic. You kind of hit on something with the way that the refs are calling in this. I don't know if it's legit or not because, I mean, there seems to be 2 different sets of rules right now. I don't know how you feel about it, but I've watched some of the series that you're calling. Obviously, I'm watching the Ranger series. There's not a lot of penalties being called. In this series, however, 35 is insane. It's insane. It's hard to get a rhythm going. You constantly have penalty kills and power plays out there, but it's been high scoring. It's been action packed. I'm excited to see what happens tonight.
Absolutely. Second big key tonight is to rely on that experience and hold off the pressure. The Flames coach Daryl Sutter, he's come out kind of saying, yes, they've gained great experience in that battle, the young kids, the battle with Dallas winning Game 7. But he's actually saying the Oilers in 2017, when they lost a Game 7 to Anaheim, this has given a lot greater experience, a much greater learning lesson for the Oilers. And Calgary needs to apply pressure because he feels Edmonton has some better playoff experience right now than his squad.
Well, I mean, there's some truth in all that, right? So I think the keys tonight are going to be, I was watching some of the highlights before we were coming on. If there's a way to stop Connor McDavid, I think it's before the game, and I think you have to Tanya Hardening him. But other than that, this kid's amazing. He's building as he's going. This is going to be an amazing, amazing series. I don't know that playoff experience matters. There's no doubt about it. But I'm going to kind of play to my team today. Wow, I just turned purple. That was cool. You look at my team. My team is a bunch of young kids. We do have some vets. We haven't been to the playoffs in 5 years, but even my veterans haven't been in a while. So there is some of that resiliency that you can build off of, but I don't know that it's as paramount as core values like finding a way to win no matter what, and just going out there and playing. I mean, it's another game. It's hard to say that, but it's another game.
That's right. It is just another game. That's kind of the third big key to the game tonight is a better start for the Oilers. The last couple games within the first 2 or 3 minutes, Calgary has jumped all over the scoreboard. So tonight, Edmonton, they need to get in it and they need to get in it quick.
No doubt. I mean, if anybody watched the last series or the last game, was it 3 minutes a goal was scored and then they scored 3 minutes later? If that happens again, this is going to be a runaway. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's just the one thing that I can say from watching every single game the Calgary Flames have played is every game seems like a hockey game. It's not chess matches. It's not back and forth. It's not highly technical. It's literally turn and burn hockey, hitting, grinding, shooting, passing, scoring. It is so much fun to watch.
Absolutely. And that's just it. It is go in, play hockey, chance at one end, chance at the other end, back and forth. It's not this neutral zone, turnover, dump and chase. Nope, can't get it. Turnover, dump and chase. It's absolutely ridiculous. So nice to see these guys coming out and playing hockey. Archduke, welcome in. So who are for you? Who are the big guns that you want to watch that you think are going to be the difference makers in the first period?
McDavid. I mean, at the end of the day, this is, you cannot overestimate or underestimate this kid. What he is capable of at any second is game changing. The physicality, let's be honest. You got Tkachuk out there. He's going to be a difference maker. He always is. He's always in your face. He's always grinding. Goaltending obviously is going to be paramount. These games have been 6-9, 512 to 40. I mean, the amount of goals being scored is crazy. So I'm really looking to see, does a goaltender stand out? Because if they can stop and start to rob some of these high value target plays, you might see a difference there in the first period. Because if you can hold them a little bit, it'll give whatever team does that, it'll give the other team the opportunity to go out there and kind of blow it out.
Absolutely. And Morgan, welcome in. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. They just showed a shot outside of Rogers Arena, and it was a sea of people. Like it was, you would think that there was some big performance going on outside because it was wall to wall, elbows to elbows, madness.
But that's kind of the point, though, is this is what they live for. I mean, the reason they're calling it the Battle for Alberta is because this is a battle of pride. Plain and simple. I kept saying about how Tampa, if you're dealing with 18 to 20,000 people in the arena, you're dealing with 10,000 people outside. They take a lot of pride in their hockey in Canada. I don't have to tell you that. But specifically over where they are right now, this looks like it's going to be amazing. It is a huge contest going on inside. It's probably one of the biggest for them in years because whoever wins this series is going to play, in my opinion, not a mediocre team because they're not mediocre, but they're playing mediocre hockey.
Yeah.
And that goes for both of them, especially with Bennington now being ruled out for the entire second round. This pretty much opens it up for the Avs to run away with the series. And if that happens, the Avs are kind of on borrowed time. If whichever team comes out of this, I think beats Avalanche at this point.
For sure. Welcome in, Charlie. Welcome in NHL season reports. I don't know. They just showed another shot, a top and bottom of the crowd outside watching in Calgary and the crowd in Edmonton. So let me show you this because your broadcast probably didn't show it.
Oh, jeez. No.
That's just a few people.
Yeah, well, that's what I had at a party last week.
That's That's Disney on New Year's right there.
Yes,
Is what's going on. It
exactly
is
right.
the entire the entire province has shut down. It's divided one way or another. There's so many eyes on this game, and I can't wait for this to get going. We just got to drop the puck already because
Yeah.
it's a war.
Well, and like I'm literally sitting here and I'm watching um I'm literally watching the highlights from the last game. There's so much open ice. There's so much room to make plays. It's like both teams, it was kind of what I was screaming about 3 hours ago when I was like, just turn and burn, go up and down the ice. Let's play some hockey. Let's have some fun. This is going to be amazing. With Mike Smith, you just don't know. I mean, if he holds out and he gets a higher save percentage, like they're showing he's got a 9.7 in the last 53 minutes and 58 seconds. 9.7. He holds that in the first period, and McDavid does what he does and opens it up. I don't know. Markstrom's no slouch. He's showing, almost 9.3 save. These are very high save percentages, and for the goals to be that high, this game's going to be a lot of fun.
It really is. And you're bang on. It totally is going to depend on how these goaltenders show up. Who's going to show up? Who's going to stop the puck? I mean, 15 goals in game 1, 8 goals in game 2. This is nuts. Plus all the penalties going on. This game has absolutely everything, right down to the trash talking of, Tkachuk asking Kane, you want some money? You want some money? I saw a clip on TikTok earlier today. There was actually a fan who leaned over the glass of the bench with a couple bucks in his hand, waving it at Kane, dropping it into the bench. Like everybody's getting involved. It's absolutely madness, but it's so exciting because this is true playoff hockey.
I couldn't agree more. And it's really funny because like the whole stadium's red right now. They're getting fired up. It's time to get moving. This is absolutely insane hockey. And it's just, I have my volume off so that I can listen to you call, but you can feel it right through the TV.
100%. And this is probably the only moment in the entire game when there's unity amongst Oiler fans and Flames fans. They're doing the Canadian national anthem. And this is that moment that says, we are about to absolutely destroy each other. So now we're going to pay our respects, bow our heads, put on a happy face, and then the war paint comes on.
It's funny.
I got chills. I got goosebumps just watching this, and I don't have my volume on yet either. And you're right. You can absolutely sense it. Looking at the players' faces, looking at the people in the crowd, everybody knows how important this game is going to be.
Yeah, this is nuts. And it literally, it's exactly what you were saying. It's the calm before the storm. And in a matter of minutes, they're going to gear up for war. And it's going to be nuts. Is he singing from the audience?
The audience here, I'll turn it up. The audience is singing the anthem. There's no one singing. I don't know if you can hear this.
He's got a microphone. It was Robert Clark.
That's pretty awesome.
That's crazy.
18,000 people singing the anthem. No anthem singer. The province of Alberta singing it loud, singing it proud. It's a lot of people tonight watching very intently.
You know what I think? I think it's pretty cool, and I don't know if it's Mike Smith or not, if he's standing on the blue line. But that would be pretty cool if he's standing with his team, because that's not normal. Normally, the goalies are in their net.
Yeah, I love when goalies do that. It really shows unity when they come and switch up. They're getting ready to drop the puck. We're going to switch over to our game screen. I got the Stanley Cup in my face, so I'm going to move over a tinge. But we're ready to go. The smelling salts are going around the benches. The players are doing their last little bit of water in the face, water on the shoulders. Goalies doing their final stretches. Looks like Draisaitl coming in to take the opening drop. It's wartime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get busy. Puck is dropped. Calgary's going to win the first draw. They're going to dump it in early. What would your strategy be, Dave, early on here? would you kind of play the feeling out game, or would you just go kind of balls to the wall, let her rip?
You know me, man. Like when it comes down to it, when you drop that puck, you play your style of hockey. If your normal style of hockey is turn and burn hockey, you turn, you burn, you take it, and you play your game. I expect this game to be wide open.
Yeah.
And just so you know, I'm on a little bit of a delay from you, so um, I'll be listening for you to call and be probably reacting about 30 to 40 seconds late.
Sounds good. It's an early icing call off the icing. Edmonton's going to win it. They're going to bring it in. They're going to dump it down, give it an early chase. It's Kane there, but he can't win the race. Here comes Mangiapane. He's going to get it up. Here comes Calgary flying down already. Off angle shot. That's blocked. I think that's Edmonton has to get in the lanes a lot. They're going to have to block a whole lot of shots. Puck's going to bounce into the slot. Picked up by Edmonton. Zach Hyman, who is one of my favorites. He's going to kind of turn that over. Calgary's just going to put it in. They're going to go for a quick change. I expect to see a lot of quick shifts here earlier on. They want to get all their lines rolling in this game. Here comes the Oilers. They have it in the neutral zone. Draisaitl, long pass. Edmonton is in their dark jerseys with the bright orange numbers tonight. And it actually makes it really hard to see those numbers. Here's McDavid behind the net, going one way, coming out the other way, spinning around. God, he's so good with the puck. Still with it, McDavid. He's untouchable. McDavid bringing it back into the slot, throws it in front. That's blocked shot. McDavid is one of the strongest players on his stick and on his edges. Here he comes again. This time, he takes a little bit of a hit, but throws it right back. I think it was Carpenter he just threw down. Edmonton dumping it in. They're going to go switch it up. Rolls in on the Calgary goalie. Markstrom's going to hold it, and we're going to get a whistle.
So right off the bat, we're already seeing what we were talking about. Open ice, lots of skating, hardcore playing. This is hockey. It's not like when I was calling the game earlier and I just wanted to take a nap.
Absolutely. Evander Kane did put one off the post there. It was Tkachuk that he threw down, not Carpenter. So it was Tkachuk. McDavid knocks down, which is something you don't see every day.
No.
And McDavid tied third on the Oilers with 30 hits in this playoff series, which is pretty crazy when your superstar is tied for third in hits on your team. Calgary has it down in Edmonton zone. Coming in with the forecheck. Can they keep it in? Yes, just barely. But they're going to turn it over again. Here comes the Oilers trying to figure it out and get it out. McLeod, he's going to start the play, get it up the ice. Picked up just inside. Calgary does. Here they come. They're going to turn. See, now they're playing that early dump and chase game. So they came out with a burst of energy for the first couple minutes. Now they're going to slow it down, roll through their lines, bring out a couple new players, switch their strategy up, and then they're going to get right back in it. Here's Calgary again. They're turning, coming in. Oh, just out of his reach. Edmonton. Here come the Oilers. Stepping in. Nice play by Calgary. Using their feet to block the puck as Edmonton tried to come in. Calgary right back down deep in Edmonton zone on the forecheck, banging and crashing in the corner. Here's the Oilers trying to do something. Derek Ryan, he's going to play it up. Here comes Edmonton. Stepping into the blue line. Looked for the drop pass. No, he didn't. Quick shot. Nice play there was Cassian, of all people. Cassian caught the Ryan Reeves disease and took a nice shot. Here is Nugent Hopkins. He's in there battling. Archibald on the side. He tried to center it in front. He couldn't. Here comes Nugent Hopkins. Now he puts it in front with a shot by Puljujarvi. That goes wide. Comes to the point. Another shot. That stopped with ease by Markstrom. And Calgary's finally going to get it out and relieve some of that pressure. Nice little shift there by the Oilers' fourth line. Now it's time for Calgary. They're bursting in. Turned over. Here come the Oilers. Look out. Oh, Hyman almost got leveled and just got out of the way. Markstrom's out to play it. He does. Calgary working their way up. Long pass to Mangiapane. Can't put it in. Now he does. Second try. He's being forced. Tkachuk trying to get down. Barry's going to pick it up from Tkachuk. He's going to pass it up. Mangiapane goes back down. Here's Tkachuk the other side, trying to wrap it around. He's being holed up, but he got a shot off anyways. Wow, Tkachuk so strong on his stick there. Here come the Oilers. Caught them on a bad line change. McDavid all the way in, puts a shot. It's deflected up and over the net. Comes over to Kane. He throws it in front, but it's too far. It's going to come out. McDavid has to tap it back to Nurse. Turning around. Here comes Kane again. Going to put it in deep. Draisaitl, I think, still ailing from that leg injury. He's kind of keeping his distance from the play, not skating as hard as you usually see from him. Calgary now, they pick it up. They're going to start to move it. Pulling it up. Here they come. The Flames on the rush. Little dipsy-do. Cutting in his Lindholm. Quick shot, and that goes just wide. Actually, it's going to be tipped up and into the net. So we're going to get a whistle. 15-14 left to go in the first. What a start. Both teams really coming out flying.
This is such good hockey. It's ridiculous. It's so much fun to watch.
These guys are awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in, joining us today. Forget I got the Stanley Cup in my face. Thanks for coming out, hanging out. Hit that like button as you come in. And, of course, hit the share. If you're part of any hockey groups on Discord, Facebook, drop the link. Tell people, come on, hang out, have a good time. No, Dallas, I don't think there will be.
Why don't you swap us so that the cup is more over me?
That's okay. It's all good.
They're here to see you. I'm just some guy sitting on the screen just watching hockey going, look at that.
Look at that.
I'm like, and the funny part about it is I'm literally 35 seconds on the play clock behind you.
Yeah.
So like you're calling it and I'm seeing this stuff and I'm trying not to go, did you see that?
Quick shot by the Oilers. That's high and over the net. So then people will get a double reaction after we call it and I celebrate. Then you can just celebrate.
I mean, it's just amazing to watch because they're so freaking good.
They sure are. Calgary going to dump it down now. Edmonton's going to go set it up. Both teams making changes. Looking around. I've actually been pretty impressed with Duncan Keith, considering he's about 95 years old.
Right.
And they're going to come offside. So we're going to get a face-off just out of the Calgary zone. Yeah, Duncan Keith, he's been playing well. He's been holding his own. I didn't know what to expect from him, but he's pretty good. Baseball God, what's going on? Welcome in. Put unicorn ice cream in the cup. Dave love having the cup in front of him.
I love my unicorn ice cream.
So they're getting ready. Shots. I don't expect to see a ton of shots yet, but these two teams will explode for shots towards the back half of the first period. That's what I kind of noticed. They get strong up front. They go into a little bit of a lull, and then around that 10-minute mark, they're going to explode again.
Oh, a little chirpy going on.
Yeah, Calgary's going to win the draw. Mangiapane, he's going to bring it up. Kind of stolen there by Puljujarvi. Oh, no, Calgary blows a tire. Markstrom had to be careful, was able to just push it to the corner. Dangerous play with Puljujarvi right in front. Here's Nugent Hopkins circling around. Going to leave it for Puljujarvi. He's being pressured there by Gabranson. Comes back to the point. Big shot. Markstrom sees it all the way, but it was deflected to the corner. Digging through. Edmonton trying to keep it in. They do. Comes back. Kind of an awkward hit. He goes down now. Calgary gets it out. All the way out. And there's Duncan Keith. He's back to play it. Gives it over to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard, who I wanted so badly in my fantasy pool, was taken just before my pick. Drove me nuts. Here comes the Flames. Dumping it in was Hannafin. Coming back to get it as Smith was out. He kind of gets bobbled. It's loose in front. Smith regains his stick, comes in front, gets position, but Edmonton was able to dump it out and down the ice. Markstrom comes out to about the hash marks to play it. Calgary setting up. Long stretch pass. Calgary working it around. Had no passing lane, so they back it up. Here they come, take two down the other side of the ice. Hits the red line, dumping it in to Tkachuk, looking on the forecheck. In there against Ceci. Ceci's going to get it and flip it out. Here comes Nurse up to McDavid. McDavid puts on the brakes, turns around, waiting for some reinforcements. Has Nurse decided to elect to go down deep to Kane. Kane sends it back. McDavid gets it back. Can't see who's at in the corner. Draisaitl is going to get it back. Ceci with the shot. Nice save there by Markstrom. God, these orange numbers are so hard to see. Big hit in the corner. Zadorov, he's going to hang on to it. Both teams going to make some changes. Again, 12:20 left to go in the first. Shots are only 4-3 in favor of the Oil. Nice little move by Kulak to elude a hit. Calgary is looking to hit anything that moves right now. Here they come. Sticks are flying. Broken stick pieces flying through. Quick shot. Markstrom's going to grab and hold it, give the officials a chance to pick up the shards of wood all over the ice. On the go with CeeLo. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you are doing well.
So, not a lot of shots. Total turn and burn. And you know what the most shocking thing is in the first 8 minutes? No penalty.
No penalty. What's a penalty?
There's been a lot of room for penalties because there's been a bunch they've missed.
There has. And, it's nice considering this series has the most penalties. They're letting them play. They're letting them hit. There's nothing that drives me nuts more than when someone gives a clean hit and they're like, nope, penalty for anything. It's let them hit, let them play as long as they're playing respectfully. Max, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So you guys had some good success earlier today. This is the third game of 3. We did not fare well in Florida this morning. Tampa handing it to them and taking a 3-0 lead, putting the squeeze on there. So not good news. We have that game coming up tomorrow. You guys, the Rangers, getting the job done against Carolina, getting back in that series. You must be feeling pretty pumped.
I am. The one thing that I hope that we do in Game 4 that we did in Game 3, as we talked about it last night when we did Even Strength, is they needed to come out and play their game, and they did. And that was the thing that I really wanted to see them do, was to play North-South hockey, go out and hit anything and everything. They did that. They scored on the power play. I was pretty proud of them. They started to play not to lose. Anytime a team does that, you know what comes next. Usually you lose. So we were lucky.
Absolutely. Anthony, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. These guys are just coming back, getting set after the commercial break. There we go. Not My Circus. Thank you so much. Not My Circus picking up one of the Samwelb12 Experience mugs. Not My Circus. Appreciate that so very much. Nice. Enjoy it. It is a big one. You got the big one, which is nice.
What's up, Molar Man? And Dallas Hockey Girl. What's up, everybody?
We are back from commercial. Puck is dropped. Edmonton's going to win it. They're in Calgary's zone. Coming right out from the bottom of the circle with a quick shot. Ooh, nice play there. Brett Kulak picking it up, driving it straight to the net, almost going around the circle, creates a scoring opportunity. This is where Edmonton needs to capitalize. They need to get this job done because we know Calgary can strike and strike fast.
I'm calling my cable company tomorrow. I haven't even come back. I just came back from commercial.
Oh, wow. Amphibia, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Quick shot. Oh, my gosh. How did that not go in? I was looking at the chat, and his shot came. Markstrom stopped it, and it was just sitting there on the goal line. Peter Puck did not want to cross the border into the goal. Here come the Oilers, turning it around. The Oilers have the Jets on. Here they come, flying up the middle. Try to get through, and that is stolen. Morgan firing up the Flames, trying to get them back in this. And here they come. Toffoli stops, pops, shoots, hits the skate, and goes to the corner. Wow, now these guys have picked it up. They're a little early. I said around the 10-minute mark. They're only around 11:15. Let's see this replay, because that shot, how did that not go in?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, so Kulak lets it go from the point. Oh, it's squeezed through under the arm and the body of Markstrom. It's squeezed through, trickled by, and just hits the goalpost and is sitting just in front of the goal line. This is when the goalies kiss their posts because that helped keep them out. Gabriel, what's going on? Welcome in. Again, thank you all for being here.
Oh, wow, I just saw it.
That was pretty awesome. Here comes Zach Hyman down. He has it deep behind the Calgary net. Tries to feed it over. He can't. It comes back to him. Nugent Hopkins not having a lot of success there. Neither is Puljujarvi. Calgary's going to pick it up. They kind of tripped on it. Calgary in the early moments are having some problems with the puck bouncing around. They're not getting those hockey bounces. And we talked about this during our last stream. Those, as skillful as you are, you need those hockey bounces. You need the hockey gods to give you a little bit of luck. And here comes Gaudreau. He steals the puck as I'm talking about not getting luck. Gabriel firing up the Oilers. And here they come. Oh my gosh, McDavid. McDavid is Mick ridiculous. Quick shot. Nice save. Oh my God. He stopped on a dime and somehow defied gravity and completely turned around. McDavid is allergic to physics. Holy cow. Dave, you'll see it in about 2 minutes.
Well, let's see it sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. Wow. Smith is out. He's going to play it up and down the ice. Calgary going to turn and go. Edmonton has all the hype right now. Here they come. Quick shot. Nice little save there by Smith, but it took a funny hop. And Edmonton was able to clear it away. Quick shot, and that's deflected into the corner. Shots now 9-4 Edmonton. Here comes Archibald. He's going to dump it in. Oh, what a hit in the corner. Archibald throws there on the Calgary defenseman. Both Oiler and Flame fighting each other. Wow, you could have given about 3 penalties on that play. We finally get a whistle. What's going to go? Trevor Lewis, I think, for Calgary. He's going to get the penalty. Archibald, he looks gassed. They were absolutely holding each other up, fighting each other, trying to get the puck. So it looks like Lewis for Calgary is going to get the gate. And Edmonton's going to go on a very dangerous power play because these guys are on fire right now.
So did McDavid just get a gold medal for a triple axel while he was on the ice?
That was unbelievable. I don't know how he stopped and completely spun himself around in a way that just isn't normally possible. Jeffrey, what's going on? Welcome in. Wow. McDavid.
I mean, you can feel the momentum has shifted.
For sure. And you know what? I don't get a lot of chance to watch the Oilers play throughout the year because most of their games are on late. And you watch the highlights. And I mean, how many times this year do we see the highlight of McDavid, you know, changing direction and going through about 4 guys and scoring a beautiful goal? And it's just like he's just, the things he can do is superhuman.
I mean, that's why he's so dominant in the league, right?
100%. He looks so good. Even forget about the fact with Draisaitl there, and they were 1-2, you know, all the way through on the Oilers team in terms of points. Forget about, you have Nugent Hopkins there. Forget about Puljujarvi, all these number 1 picks. You got Zach Hyman there. The things he can do alone is insane.
It's just crazy. I mean, you know, I'm sitting here and like I'm about 6.5 hours behind you, but just watching the game, it is just insane because I don't have the sound on. I'm listening to you, but I'm watching about a minute behind you. And you can feel the momentum shifting totally towards the Oilers right now. And that's not to take anything away from Calgary because they're playing great.
It's like these guys sat back and they watched the 2 other games earlier today and they said, you know what? We're going to steal the show. It's like when you go into WrestleMania and all the like mid-card and early curtain guys are sitting there going, nope, tonight's our night. We're going to steal the show. We're going to make the audience remember us. It's like, that's exactly what these teams are doing. They are making everyone to completely forget about the earlier games.
I wouldn't want to be the winner of the Avs Blue series.
Yeah. Here they go on the power play. Oilers have 2 minutes on the clock. Top of the circle going in right down low. Nice play, but Calgary able to defend it. Whoa, that was close. These teams like to go down low on their power plays, looking for the jam play, or down low bottom of the circle, cross crease pass to back door. So there's a couple different strategies. Of course, they can go top of the circle or point because they have guys that can shoot. Back to Barry at the point. He's going to send it around. Barry gets it back. He's going to go far side to Draisaitl. Draisaitl is just waiting to bury one. Speaking of Barry, here's a blast from Tyson Barrie. Nice save, and Calgary's able to clear that out. Gabriel's cheering, wants the Oilers to get it going, and Gabriel, the Oilers look super good right now.
So does the Oilers coach look like he belongs on the Monsters laugh floor? Or is it my imagination?
Not far off. Here's a break coming in. Nice save by the Calgary goalie Markstrom, keeping his legs closed. Oh, what a deke. Oh my gosh, McDavid. Here's another shot from the point. Wow, that sounded like it hit the post. Hyman with an opportunity in front, and they're going to get it down the ice. Wow. Unbelievable. You know, it's kind of like football. You know, in football, you run the ball, and then you go for a deep pass. That's what these guys are doing. They're going down low. They're letting their point men open up and then just absolutely tattooing one. Markstrom's going to hold on. 25 seconds left in the power play. God, McDavid is scary good. So you think the Oilers would take William Nylander for McDavid straight up? No?
It's just such a faster game. Like I there were a couple of times today I felt like I was going to fall asleep. This game, I'm like energized.
These guys are fun. You're right. It is a much faster game. Here's Edmonton from the point again. That's knocked down. They get it back to the point. Here's Duncan Keith. He's going to throw it in and around. Bouchard trying to get there. He can. It's going to come out. Edmonton's going to have to backtrack. Here's Bouchard again. Going to wait. He's going to shoot it in, but I think Kane was offside, and they're going to blow that down. Just offside. 2 seconds left in the power play. Unbelievable. Gabriel, how would you feel if the Oilers would win the Stanley Cup? That would be okay with me. I would be more than happy if Edmonton or Calgary won the cup. Bring it home to Canada. But these two teams, my fear is that these two teams are battling so hard when they get to the next round. Does it take so much out of them that they just get down early in a hole?
I don't know. I mean, again, it depends on who they play. I think that St. Louis has got a lot of problems with Binnington being out, but the Avs don't have this skate. No way.
Yeah. Jackson, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's Edmonton in front. McDavid with a spinorama and just rolled off his stick. Here's Gaudreau. He's picking it up. He's hounded by Draisaitl. Draisaitl has his stick. Oh my gosh. Who was that? Draisaitl had Gaudreau's stick under his armpits, kind of holding on to it. And then somebody absolutely plastered Gaudreau from behind. That looked nasty. I didn't see who that was. Edmonton should have picked up 2 penalties here. Draisaitl arguing his stick was being held. So I want to see who it was that absolutely nailed Gaudreau. So Draisaitl was hacking and slashing him, gets the arms under Gaudreau's armpits, and he's turned. Oh, it was Patrick Kane. Of course it was. Patrick Kane comes in and absolutely obliterates Gaudreau from behind. So Patrick Kane, watch out, because Tkachuk, you know he's going to be calling very, very soon. So Calgary
should be writing checks his body can't cash.
Yeah, Calgary on the power play. Knuckle puck from the point from Anderson. That goes just wide. Gaudreau going to keep it in. Back to Anderson. Anderson taking a look. Back to Gaudreau. He kind of misfired, but he still got enough on there. It did go just wide. Toffoli has to come back and pick it up as Edmonton got it out. Right back in steps Gaudreau. Lindholm going in front of the net looking for the tip from Toffoli. That didn't connect. Comes all the way out and down the other side. Anderson has to pick it up. Here's Gaudreau. Leaves it for Tkachuk. Tkachuk going to reverse it off the boards back to Anderson. Anderson going to Gaudreau. Gaudreau in the slot for Tkachuk. Can't get that shot off. Edmonton doing a nice job bothering them just enough with the stick. Here's Ryan. Quick shot. Markstrom's going to make that save. Here comes the Calgary Flames. 1 minute to go in their power play. Starting to work their way up. Here's Hannafin. He's going to get it in. Backlund is in there. Comes loose, and they can't keep it in. Edmonton doing a great job getting it out and down the ice. We got 5.5 to go in the first period. Just over 5.5. Here come the Flames. Putting it in. Dubé. He gets rubbed out along the boards. Duncan Keith, he's going to go high off the glass over everybody's heads, and that's going to roll down. Hannafin's going to have to go back and pick it up from Markstrom. 25 seconds left to go. Calgary just can't get anything going on this power play. Now they do. Mangiapane coming in and puts it just wide of the net. Unbelievable. Here comes Edmonton. They're going to pick it up, just slide it in backhanded, and go and change up their penalty killers. Stone is going to pick it up for Calgary. He's behind the net. Markstrom banging the ice, letting them know the power play has expired. They are back at even strength, which also happens to be a show Saturday nights at 10 o'clock. Make sure you check it out.
What a good name for a show.
Really is. Here comes Calgary, hitting the red line. They're going to put it in. Kind of hit the linesman sitting up on the bench. So they're going to blow that down. We are going to get a face-off. Gabriel says, on Friday, I won a medal from a fair. Nice. Congrats, Gabriel. That's awesome. So they're going to a commercial break. What an unbelievable game this has been. And while we're taking a break, let me definitely call out. We have the Bear Shark here with us from our good friends and partner channel, FPEN Sports. Make sure you check out the Bear Shark on FPEN Sports, calling all the Ranger games all the way through, having a blast. It is so much fun in that chat. So you want to make sure. When are they playing next? Tuesday?
We don't know if it's 7 or 8, but it's 7 o'clock. I lied.
7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock Tuesday. Make sure to go over there and check it out. We'll get the links in the chat. You guys go over, and if you like it, subscribe, because not only is there great Ranger content and even strength happening on Saturday nights at 10, there's going to be a lot more sports shows coming. And I don't want to give anything away, so make sure you tune in and check it all out.
Thank you, Sam.
You're very, very welcome. We have so much fun. I have so much fun over there, and I know you do too. Lots of laughs. Just an all-around good time. The lighter side of hockey, that's what it's all about. Saul, welcome back. Thank you for joining. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm watching Gretzky. He looks like he's about 14, hoisting the cup with Messier, and I was like, "Take it back, you hoser."
I think Gretzky was about $1.25 when that happened.
He was at the Ranger game today.
That doesn't surprise me.
He was hanging out. He was in the stands, and what was really funny is he looked like he was wearing a woman's jeans jacket.
That doesn't surprise me.
It was such a weird jean jacket. And I even, because they were playing a Beatles song, and I'm like, it looks like it's a Beatles jean jacket. It was so weird.
That's awesome. Yeah, Saul, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. And everyone who's new here, thanks for checking us out. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. And, of course, make sure you subscribe. There's Morgan getting the Calgary Flames riled up. Guys, we hit our milestone earlier today. We surpassed 1,800 subscribers. We are now on our way to 1,850. So help us out. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe. Just over 4 minutes to go in the first.
Loading.
Yeah, we like to have fun. We have a good time.
No doubt.
Here come the Oilers, 3-on-2. Breaking in. Rolling it in front. Nice try, Puljujarvi. Instead of shooting it, he elected to try and roll it to the lead man. I think it was Nugent Hopkins to tip it home. Just couldn't connect. Puljujarvi is kind of an interesting story. He was a little bit of a hockey reject, if you will. Didn't get along with the Oilers when he first came in. Left for a while. They finally bring him back. He kind of came in with all this hype around him. And he's been okay. But I still don't think he's become that star they really hoped he would when he was drafted.
Sounds like Kravtsov.
There's still time. When was Kravtsov? Last year? Was he drafted?
He's still sitting in the KHL right now. He threw a hissy fit that the Rangers wouldn't start him this year.
One of those.
It's 2 back-to-back years he's done this.
Oh, wow. Soon to be 3.
Soon to be traded.
Yeah. Rolls all the way down. God, McDavid steals it. Coming in front. McDavid sends it over. Oh, Draisaitl. How did he miss? McDavid picked up the ball, put it in a tee, cleared the green, and Draisaitl just couldn't put the hole in one. Coming down to Tkachuk, to Gaudreau. What a shot, and he misses the top corner. I don't think these nets are regulation size because we're missing by fractions of an inch. Unbelievable. Jacob, everybody's getting the Flames fired up. I guess you guys just like the flame with the horse head. All right. Here's Morgan. Morgan's going old school, calling Carlton Bear off the golf course to help cheer up the crowd. In front again, Calgary with an opportunity. Edmonton This game is back and forth. Shots are 16-6 in favor of the Oilers, and here they come again. Backhand blocker side, that's just high and wide. Coming over in front, over to Lucic. Lucic turns it over, but 3 Edmonton Oilers overskate the puck. So Calgary's going to bring it back. Both teams going for full line changes. We got 2.5 to go in the first period. Again, thanks for coming in, everybody. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, hang out, have a good time. Here's the Flames.
Unbelievable hockey.
It really is absolutely spectacular. Duncan Keith, he's going to take his man in the corner, working him over. Coming through, trying to get it loose. It was Dubé Keith had. There's Coach. Coach is calling out the Tampa Bay Lightning B or whatever the mascot is. Calgary has it back. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes remain in the first period. And what a first period it's been. I can't believe they've gone this long and nobody has scored. Duncan Keith has it. Trying to move it up. Calgary on with the forecheck. 3-man forecheck. But here comes the Oilers. They passes a little long. It's going to give Calgary a chance to pick it up and move it. Here come the Flames. Trying to get it out is Coleman. Coleman headman the puck. That was too far. On the race is Backlund. It's going to come down. Here come the Oilers. Derek Ryan takes a shot, and Markstrom's going to take it in the chest. That Calgary Flame logo doubling for a target as they're just putting it right on there. McDavid in that rush sped up. He hit a top speed of 38 kilometers an hour. That's like in our zone. If you're not from Canada, we drive 40 kilometers an hour in like residential neighborhoods. So that's how fast McDavid was skating. That's ridiculous. And he pretty much hits those speeds in like 3 strides. Here we go. Puck in the Calgary Flames zone. Edmonton wins the draw. Putting it deep in around the net. Coming out front. Edmonton looking. Stops, pops. Draisaitl. He's tripped up. And the arm goes up in the air. We are getting a penalty. Flames are going to go to the box. Draisaitl is tripped up and goes for a swim. Let's see who it is going to be. So it was Lindholm. Looks like Lindholm went to lift the stick, and he just kind of tripped. And as Draisaitl was stumbling, so was Lindholm. He just kind of grabbed the leg of Draisaitl with his stick, enough to take him down. And you know Draisaitl with the leg injury, he's going to go down on anything. He doesn't want to take the risk of being hacked or pulled too hard. So Edmonton will have half their power play this period, half to start the second period. It's going to come out and down the ice. Oilers are going to pick it up. They're going to regroup. Great forechecking by Calgary. Holy moly. I think it was Mikael Backlund forcing Edmonton all the way back. Here's Draisaitl now. Going to step into Calgary zone. He's going to leave it there. The Oilers are going to play it around. Coming out, McDavid puts it over to Draisaitl. Oh, nice one-timer. He's not going to miss that often. Just puts it over the net. Nugent Hopkins battling in there with Lewis. Comes back to the point. Tyson Barrie. Back to Nugent Hopkins. Over to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl. He's going to take an odd angle shot. That one was no problem from Markstrom. Calgary's going to get it out and down the ice. Here's Edmonton. McDavid flying and cuts through the middle. Takes the shot. Wow. And Markstrom makes the save. Man, McDavid on a dime. This guy, his edges, I could only imagine how fast his blades wear out. I wonder how many pairs of skates he goes through. Like, do you think he gets a new pair of skates every couple of games?
Probably just reblades them.
Here we go. We got 17 seconds left in the first period. Face off just to the right of the Calgary goaltender. Gobranson's going to get it. He's going to fire it around. Calgary's going to get it out and down the ice. 10 seconds to go in the first period. That's probably going to do it. They might have time for one last rush. Nope, they're just going to tee it up, fire it. Markstrom's going to make the save, and that is going to do it for the end of the first period. Unbelievable. That was quite a rush. Quite a period of play. So real quick, let's just take a look at the first period stats. No goals And if you're just tuning in, you heard me correct. No goals in the first period, which is a first for this series. Look at these shots. Calgary has 7 shots. Edmonton, 20 shots. 20 shots in the first period from the Oilers. Calgary goes 0 for 1 on the power play. Edmonton 0 for 2. Edmonton is dominating in the faceoff circle, 63% to 38% for the Flames. We got 5 block shots for the Oilers, 4 for Calgary. 1 takeaway for Calgary, no takeaways from the Oilers. 4 giveaways for Calgary, 3 for Edmonton. And the teams are tied at 14 hits apiece. So this game has exactly everything we expected it would. We got hits, we got shots, we got aggressiveness, we got a few penalties, but no goals.
Yeah, I got to tell you, this is hockey to me. It's not the blowout scoring; it's the turn and burn, get up the ice, the hitting, the passing. I mean, this has been an incredible hockey game, and the fact that we've had 2 penalties, no goals. It's everything we said it wouldn't be, which is 35 already, 35 goals and 35 penalties already. It's nuts. So it's a lot of fun to watch. This is one of the best series out there, no doubt.
It sure is. And Coach, you make an interesting point. McDavid should have been a Buffalo Sabres. However, the NHL fixed the draft, sending McDavid to Edmonton. Could you imagine if McDavid was a Buffalo Sabres, how different the landscape would be right now?
Sabres still wouldn't be in the playoffs.
It's just I can't even picture McDavid in a Sabres uniform.
I could picture him as a Ranger in about 10 years because that's what everybody does. They wait until they're in their twilight and they come play for us.
Yeah, we'll see if he follows Gretzky's career, bounces to LA, then St. Louis, and then New York. Talks about coming to Toronto, but never happens,
It really is just kind of amazing the way that these two teams are out there battling. But the truth is, it really seems like the Oilers have this right now. They haven't scored, but it just seems like all the momentum, even with the hits being even, it doesn't seem that way.
It's so true. And Bernie, you're right. It was absolutely as entertaining as a 0-0 game can be after one period. So they're going back to the locker room. I don't think either team really needs to change anything, except Calgary needs to kind of come out and shoot a little bit more, not making too many passes. But their strategies are working. Like, they're playing well defensively. Both goalies have been well with a little bit of luck. This is just a great hockey game. There's nothing more I can say.
No, I mean, and that's kind of actually the point, though, right? Like, you would normally say, oh, well, you're going to go and make this or that adjustment. Why? I wouldn't adjust anything at this point. I mean, the only thing that you could say about Calgary is, as you were saying, I'd start shooting a couple more pucks to the net. I might increase, and I can always say this, I would hit a little bit more. There's something to be said about letting Draisaitl and McDavid have as much open room as they have. You can't plow into them, but you can hit everybody else.
Yep, absolutely. So the one thing we talked about it earlier, I know in the chat it was posted, but just to reiterate, the Toronto Maple Leafs re-signed Mark Giordano 2 years, $1.6 million total, so $800K a year. That is absolutely a brilliant signing by the Maple Leafs. They'll probably also re-sign Jason Spezza for $750. Maybe they'll give him a raise to $800, but a solid defender they just picked up for 2 years for next to nothing. So that is now confirmed. Hockey Night in Canada has it posted. Great signing by the Maple Leafs. Hopefully more moves to come. Jack Eichel, welcome in. Glad to see you. And Norchi, thanks for coming in. Questionable Dingle just joined the Maple Leafs. Or guys, Quandale Dingle. I don't know who that is, but anyways, there was one other new piece of news
I saw trolled.
Just before we came on. There was rumor, and there's always rumor. We know the Leafs probably can't afford Jack Campbell. Apparently, they gave him an offer beginning of the season, and he denied it. Agent came back with more money, if he's going to stick to that amount. We don't know the amount that he wants, but apparently it's too much for Toronto. So there's a good chance we don't re-sign Jack Campbell. Apparently, the big rumor that has just popped up right before we started here tonight was John Gibson is in the radar for the Maple Leafs. Now, Gibson does come with a little bit of a higher salary, so they'd have to do something, get rid of Mrazek or free up some room. But that's not a bad pickup. If they can acquire John Gibson, I think he still has 4 years left on his deal. It would be real interesting because Gibby's a pretty okay goaltender in my book.
You know what I love? I'm watching. I don't know if you can see this, but they're showing the Oilers fans behind Markstrom, and they have this blue arrow on one of the fans. He is absolutely tormenting Markstrom. It is freaking hilarious. I know that it has absolutely nothing to do with what you were just talking about, but because I know you and I have two different feeds. So it's funny to see what's coming up on your feed. Like right now, we're back to Callahan and Weeks, but they had this big dude, and he's sitting there, and Markstrom looks right at him, and he's literally taunting him. It was really, really funny. That was humorous. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. What's your take on goaltender John Gibson from Anaheim potentially coming to Toronto?
I mean, would it be? The question is it an upgrade? I don't know. I think it's more lateral. I think honestly, you guys obviously have a goaltending issue, to a degree. There's no doubt. When Mrazek is up there as hey, wow, he's no. So I mean, there's a lot of things. I got to be honest with you. You guys should be making a play for Georgiev. Georgiev is leaving the Rangers at the end of the year this year. I think there are a lot of goaltenders that have come out second and third strings because goaltenders have gotten hurt. They're going to be looking for starting positions next year. I don't think that it's in Toronto's best interest to rush into this, to be perfectly honest with you. I think there's going to be a lot of goaltenders out there. Look at Domingue. Domingue came in playing for Pittsburgh. He was amazing.
Yep.
He was amazing. He's a third string goaltender. He's going to be looking for at least a backup, if not a starter's job. I think he earned it. He went into the playoffs. He held the Rangers off completely. You look at the way some of these other backups have come in to the other series. They've played phenomenal hockey. These are some of the people. This is where Antti Raanta started, was as a backup. You got to remember that you had why can't I think of who went to the Oilers from the Rangers? Why can't I think of him? I think he's still on the Oilers. But this is where a lot of these goaltenders start, is as a backup. They go in, they prove themselves. I think you guys could really pick up a monster goaltender this year. And I think that that's also a missing piece. Giordano took a hometown discount, let's be honest.
For sure.
And there's a reason for it. He needs a goaltender. Doesn't matter how good he is as a defenseman. If he doesn't have somebody who can stop a skip hop puck from the blue line, he ain't winning.
Yeah.
So I think they said to him, look, we're going to go out. We need all the money we can go get. I think there's going to be a lot of goaltenders out there, and I don't think that it behooves you guys to rush into it. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Also, what's interesting is another unrestricted free agent come the end of this series. I don't think he's going anywhere. The Calgary Flames, Johnny Gaudreau, is number 1 on the unrestricted free agent list. I bet you the moment the Stanley Cup is awarded to Calgary, that they're going to announce they've signed a new deal with Gaudreau for whatever he wants.
I can't argue that. I mean, he's not going anywhere. And if he does, literally, I mean, they're going to let him go for nothing? No way. If they don't win the Stanley Cup, which who knows? If they don't win it, they're going to have him signed within the first week.
Yeah.
This guy's not going anywhere. They're not going to let him play the market. I can't believe that they let it go this long. But at this point, he pretty much should just walk in, write down a number, and they should say yes.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a couple other free agents that are coming up at the end of the playoffs when they're done. Earlier today, Brian Rust re-signed with the Penguins, so they lock him up. But what's your
He
take?
got
Nazem
6 years,
Kadri.
didn't he?
I think it was. I don't remember what he signed
I
for,
think it was 6 years.
but Nazem Kadri, Colorado, he's up. He's a free agent end of the year. If you're Colorado, regardless whether you win or not, do you re-sign him or do you let him go?
I think you have to see what he wants. There are very few players I say you give a blank check to.
Mhm.
Kadri's one of them. I don't think he's deserving of a blank check. Uh, is he going to pull good money? He's going to pull good money, but at the same time, where a lot of what it is I like to play GM. Where's my salary cap? What am I in need of? I don't know the Avalanche inside and out. Obviously, Kadri is a huge part of that. The question is where do they finish out in this series? A lot of this is going to be luck because, in my opinion, St. Louis doesn't have a goaltender to put in.
Yeah.
They had to go to the emergency pond in order to go fishing. So, but you don't know what you hook. So this ought to be really interesting. I would say Kadri's still going to get good money. I think if he's reasonable and he's smart, he stays with the Avalanche. I think that they're going to come back again next year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Bernie, good point on Calgary. 26 million in cap space. They have Gaudreau, who's an unrestricted free agent, Tkachuk and Mangiapane, who are both restricted free agents. So a little bit of creativity tooling is going to be needed to sign all three of them. Now, you talk about St. Louis, Binnington. We know he's out now for the series.
Yep.
If St. Louis happens to win, maybe he shows up in the next series. But right now, we know he's out. They have to rely on Husso for the next couple games. Husso is also an unrestricted free agent come the end of this year. So does he have a chance now to play himself into a new contract with St. Louis?
This is what I'm talking about. Is there's a lot of these goaltenders that are making names for themselves based on opportunity. And I think that can't be understated when teams like yours are looking for a starting goaltender. There's too much of that going around. And I'm going to be the person that asks this. Do you think that Calgary can hang on to Tkachuk?
I think so. I think he'll want to stay there. If he goes anywhere, I think, well, he'd have options. I'd love to see him and his brother get together, but does he really want to go to Ottawa? It's not a great situation.
Ottawa sucks, and I can't imagine they can hang on to that Tkachuk either. But
Yeah, so I mean, it would be pretty interesting. Um, there's so many players, and I'm scrolling through this list of unrestricted free agents. A ton of players still in here. One of the most notable, let's be honest, there's a lot of notable ones, but Evgeny Malkin of the Penguins, he's an interesting one, and he came out with I don't know if it was a tweet or a post somewhere that kind of said, thanks fans for another great year. Hopefully, we'll see you next year. What do you
I
think
don't
he
think
does?
he's going to be a Penguin next year. I got to be honest with you. I think at this point the Pens organization have got to look at where are we? They're stretched out on cap. 16-year run. It ended this year by my Rangers. And, I think that Evgeny Malkin is a good player. Yes. Is he going to be worth what he's going to be asking for? No, but I heard the Coyotes have good cap space.
There. Oh, Phoenix. There's one player on this list of unrestricted free agents who I know the Rangers are definitely going to be interested in. I'd love to get your takes. PK Subban is on the list.
Slewfoot Subban, let me tell you something. He could go play in the KHL next year, and I would be just as happy. Uh, I
Do you think he's going to end up going somewhere?
Well, let me answer a question with a question. Depends on who their coach is, because the other side of it is, last I checked, he's still a Devil, right? He isn't gone yet. Trotz is interviewing with Philadelphia. It is rumored that he's talking with the Blackhawks. It's rumored he's talking with Golden Knights. It's rumored he's talking with a bunch of teams. Apparently, what I was reading before is 7 teams, one of which is the Devils. He's not interested in a full rebuild. he's gonna if he's not on with the team now. An interesting question was brought up in my chat earlier. If Florida loses this round, do they fire their head coach? I don't think so, but wow, what an interesting question. You know, and by the way, who would be a better fit? Like, really? So, but would PK Subban wind up going anywhere? He's been on more teams in the last 5 years. Um, that's a bad analogy. I'm not going to say that. So he gets traded or leaves teams left and right. Why? He's a no talent hack. I have no problem calling it the way it is. He's injured a lot of players this year. I don't like the guy, and I think he's bad for hockey. His style doesn't work. Why the league? Well, we know George Paris was involved, but why the league has not cracked down on his slew foot? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
And it's interesting because there's a lot of defensemen on this list of free agents, and we know they're not all going to become free agents. Someone like John Klingberg in Dallas, does he stay in Dallas? Does he look around? Chris Letang from the Penguins, he's another one, an interesting case. Can Pittsburgh keep him, or does he want to go test the market? When you start to scroll down a little bit,
he literally gets carried around in Sidney Crosby's kangaroo pouch.
Yeah.
So I'm convinced Letang will stay on, because if he left, Sidney Crosby would literally cry.
And he does get what he wants. Ben Sherratt of the Panthers, he's a free agent. So he's one I think the Panthers would definitely want to keep, but every other team would love to have. We saw it trade deadline day. There were a million teams in on his deal. And yeah, Bernie Brunette is still only technically interim coach. So that for the Panthers. So that would be interesting to see what they do.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, like, you could wind up seeing it where, could you imagine they switch over, go ahead and pull in someone like Trotz and pull it together? That would be an incredible matchup. So you just don't know. Maybe that's what he's holding out for. And then you got Jack Eichel is sitting there going, I'll take PK Subban off your hands. You can have him. That and a bucket of spit, and he's yours. So, there's just a lot of that with who's available. And then one of the most notable is Vancouver's already come out about JT Miller.
Yep.
They tried to move him at the deadline. I keep trying to put him on the Winnipeg Jets, and it just won't work.
Yeah.
But you got JT Miller, who it sounds like they want like 19 first rounders for him in return. And it's like, so I think what's going to happen in this off season is you're going to see a lot of good moves, but a lot of people aren't going anywhere. Some of these teams are built right now. And you don't see that often in NHL, where you've got the cap space, you're okay, and you can make some moves. It's the teams that got knocked out before the playoffs. They're the ones that are really going to have to make those moves.
So true. Peter, welcome in. Peter, hope you're well. Haven't seen you for a little bit. WrestleMania 32 equals Leafs versus Vicky Guerrero. Love it. Love it. They're just getting ready to kick off the second period. I can't wait for this to get going. It has been so exciting. As you're just coming in, appreciate you all stopping by. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's get those likes. We got 70 people here. Let's get those likes closer to 60. Get them up. And of course,
there's 70 people. There should be 70 likes.
There you go. There you go. There's one. Signed 77777. Thank you for subscribing. It's game time. Let's drop that puck.
Sammy, I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you call the second. I'll come back for intermission on in between periods, and then we'll do the third together. This way you can run with the second.
Sounds good.
I will see you for the second intermission.
All right. See you in a little bit.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right. The game is back on. They are flying high. They're moving strong. Edmonton finishing off their power play. As they started, they got 20 seconds left on the call. Again, thank you for coming in. There we go. Likes jumping up. Matt, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Eleanor, good evening. Again, thank you guys for coming in, hanging out with us tonight. Here come the Flames, busting in, trying to get through. Quick shot on net. That stopped. And Smith, he's going to play it out. Edmonton now going from right to left. Here's McDavid dropping it off. Edmonton taking a shot. He scores just like that. My buddy, Zach Hyman breaking the ice, getting it done. Number 18 for the Edmonton Oilers. And just like that, it's a 1-0 game. The crowd is bumping in Edmonton. As Zach Hyman puts them up 1-0 right at the start of the period. It was a beautiful, beautiful pass going far side off the post and in. Takes McDavid, sends it to Draisaitl. Everyone thought Draisaitl was going to play. Draisaitl bumps it ahead to Hyman. Hyman tees it up, puts it in off the post and in as Markstrom was just oversliding the play. Great, great job. Jack, I saw your comment earlier. I didn't see anyone on the list for Vegas. I'm sure there is, but I didn't see anyone in the top of kind of the player list. It wasn't by team. So we'll definitely take a look through for you and let you know. Unbelievable. What a play. What a way to start the second period. The Oil taking a 1-0 lead. They're at it again. Edmonton has it. Calgary in forechecking. They pick it up, tried to go to Tkachuk. It's going to come down. Calgary trying to hold it in. Gudbranson, he can't. Here comes Kane. He tries to make a move around the Calgary defenseman Lindholm, and he dribbles and lets go of the puck. Here comes Edmonton. They're going to try again. Coming through. Quick shot. That's whipped around. They're going to come out and down the ice. Backing it up is Darnell Nurse. He's going to start it up. Gaudreau's going to fire it right back in. Calgary switching up. Here are the Oilers. Morgan's firing up the Oilers, getting them going. Pass it down all the way down the ice. That's going to be nice and calling, coming all the way back. Again, thanks, Dave the Bear Shark, from joining us here for the first period through the intermission. He'll be back later in the game. Eddie, what's going on? Welcome back in. Is Matthews your favorite Leaf? I mean, how can you not like Matthews with the performance he put on this year? So Matthews definitely up there. I also really enjoyed Ilya Mikheyev. Mikheyev, I've liked for years, had a great, great season. Unfortunately, he's a free agent. Don't know if Toronto will be able to keep him in the offseason. Whoa, there's a shot. Kind of went up, and Puljujarvi blocked it off the helmet. Puljujarvi, though, racing down. He's going to get there first. He's going to leave it there. Calgary doing a good job. Hyman on the forecheck steals the puck. Tried to dipsy-do around Yankrok. Couldn't do it. Puljujarvi throws a hit on Yankrok, trying to keep it in. They can't do it. Calgary's able to get it out. It comes all the way down the ice. Here's the Oilers setting it up. Here they come at the line. Big shot, and Markstrom, he's going to grab that in the chest and hold on to it. We got some rough stuff in the corner. Zherdev, he's in there. Kassian in there, and we got, who is that? Looks like Michael Stone. Stone and Kassian having some words for each other. Stone with this big smile. Puljujarvi, he reaches out to block it. The puck comes up, hits him right in the visor, just catches the visor. Puljujarvi didn't stop on the play. He chased it down and actually got there first. Stone, it was a late little bump there. It was a late bump, a little late hit, so they kind of talk it out. They agree to disagree. They go their separate ways. Now let's drop the puck to the right of Markstrom. Edmonton takes a swing at it. False start. Derek Ryan's going to get waved out of the faceoff circle. In comes Kassian. Cassian's going to lose that draw. Gudbranson, he's going to send it around for Calgary. Kept in at the line. Duncan Keith doing a nice job holding the line there. Edmonton has it down low. Now Calgary gets it out. Duncan Keith is going to get there first. He's back to pick it up. He overskates it as Backlund was chasing it down. Calgary in front of the net, one whack at it, and it's going to come free side of the net. What's going on? We got a whistle down. Oh, Smith's helmet has come off. Bouchard and Coleman having some words. Coleman got mixed up with Mike Smith. Mike Smith's helmet comes off, so they're going to blow that play down. Jonathan, welcome in. How's the game? The game has been absolutely insane. This has been such an action-packed game. It's been a lot of fun. So it was Coleman gets knocked down, but it's actually Bouchard's stick. It's Bouchard's stick who takes Smith's helmet off. So they're going to blow it down. We're going to get a face-off in Edmonton territory. 1-0 right now for the Oilers. Shots on net, Oilers are dominating 23-8. So they're getting set up. Again, thank you, everyone, for coming in, hitting that like button, hit the subscribe. We just passed our 1,800 subscriber milestone. We are on our way to 2,000, but in order to get there, we got to hit 1,850 first. So if you're coming in, hit that subscribe. Help us on our journey. Quick shot sending it in. That's picked up by Edmonton. Long rebound came through. The Oilers chipping it in. Yamamoto, he's going to go in. Stops. Tries to spin away from the Calgary defender. He does. Cutting towards the net. Sending it over. That's knocked down by the Flames. Edmonton trying to pick it out of the skates. But Yenkrock, he's going to pick it up. And Calgary's going to chip it down the ice. Here comes the Oilers. The Oilers are absolutely flying through the ice. Kulak brings it all the way down and in. Comes over, far side, over to McLeod. Quick shot, nice glove save there as Markstrom's going to hold on to it. These guys are playing spectacular hockey. This series is living up to everything we thought it would be. Now we're at 40 likes. We haven't celebrated, so every 20 likes, we're supposed to be doing a little dance, a little celebration. So we're going to start it at 40. We're going to kick it off with a little shimmy action to celebrate 40 likes. Thank you all for hitting the like so very much. We're going to do a little disco at 60. 60 likes will be a little disco celebration because we love celebrating likes and celebrating you. Thank you for being here and making this channel absolutely everything it is. Wish they'd have a Calder Cup last year. Henderson and Hershey would have met in the final. Oh, that would have been amazing, Bernie. That would have been so stellar. Edmonton, they're going to pick it up after Calgary won the draw. Back to the point. Here's a blast. Save, rebound. Ding the post. Evander Kane, 2 posts tonight. Here's Calgary. They're sending it out. Working through is Eric Gudbranson. Sending it around. Calgary holding it in. Kind of McDavid knocks down his man. Lucic has it there along the boards. He's kind of being worked over. It was Draisaitl, and looks like we have a penalty coming up. Trevor Lewis kind of taking McDavid into the boards. And he's going to get an interference call, a dreadful interference penalty. And this is exactly what we talked about. One of the keys to the game is Calgary needs to stay out of the box. Calgary needs to stay out of the penalty box, and they are not doing a good job with that whatsoever. So Calgary getting themselves in a little bit of trouble. So Edmonton's going to tee it up. We'll look for more McDavid magic. Face off. Calgary's going to win that. They're going to bring it back. 2 minutes on the power play board for the Oilers. Lewis with interference. 16 minutes to go in the second period. Calgary still only with 9 registered shots. So the Oilers are absolutely dominating this hockey game. But yet they're only 1-0 on the scoreboard. Walking in, Edmonton looking to set it up. Going to go down deep. It's going to roll by everything. Nugent Hopkins in there looking to pick up the puck. He can't do it. Calgary's going to pick it up. Anderson's going to get it out and down the ice. Smith, he's out to stop it. Going to set it up. Here comes the Oil. Moving the puck. Working their way. Tyson Barrie, kind of leading point. Drops it for McDavid. McDavid coming in. Putting his feet in a different gear. Working through. Love how he kicks out the leg to block the sticks from slashing. Leaves it to Nugent Hopkins. He's going to reverse it off the boards. It's going to come back to Barrie. He's going to go back to Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice to Draisaitl. Draisaitl waits. He shoots. And that's deflected up into the boards. Edmonton tries to get it over to McDavid. Now McDavid picks it up. Throws it to center ice, but it's blocked. Calgary tried to clear, but Edmonton holds it in. Nice play by the Oilers. Comes back Barrie. McDavid taking a look. Goes in this Nugent Hopkins over far side Draisaitl. And he fanned on the shot. Draisaitl now carrying it around. Finds McDavid. McDavid cross ice from the circle. Quick shot by Nugent Hopkins. And Markstrom's going to hang on to that one. Jeffrey, Sam, did you see there were threats against Colorado Avalanche player? I did, and yes, thank you for mentioning that. I meant to bring that up in the intermission, and I forgot. Nazem Kadri, after his little collision with Binnington, receiving some threats. So there's some authority involvement there, looking into the threats issued to Nazem Kadri. Real scary stuff. Josh, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, me as well. I quite enjoyed Tyson Barrie. He never really got it going in Toronto, but he's a good hockey player. So they're lining up for the draw. There it goes. McLeod's going to lose that. Calgary's going to win it. Calgary's going to now send it all the way down the ice. Just 20 seconds left in the Oiler power play. Duncan Keith back to pick it up. Here they come. So let's make sure. I want to keep the chat family friendly. Love having all you guys here. Love having some of the trash talking. As long as there's no bullying, personal attacks, or language, everything else is cool with me. So appreciate you guys being here. They're going to dump it all the way down. It's going to be an icing call as Lewis just stepped on the ice. So it's going to come all the way back down in Calgary territory. There's Morgan trying to fire up the Oilers again, get them rolling. They've been absolutely unbelievable. No worries, no worries. It's all good. Can't wait for the world. Yeah, it's going to be epic regardless of who plays. I agree. Here's Calgary. They're going to win the draw, trying to move it up. They do. They get it out and down the ice. They're going to change up now. Edmonton back to pick it up. Here's Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. Starting the rush. Long pass. That goes by everybody. It's a race. No icing. Everybody was waiting for a whistle. No call there. Calgary, they're going to pick it up. Here they come. Here are the Flames. Zadorov taking a look. Headmans the puck. Couldn't get it up to Mangiapane. Here comes. Oh, the Oilers working through. Fanned on it. Over to Nurse. Nurse, he's going to throw it towards the net. That goes just wide. McDavid keeps it in. Takes a little bump. Just stepping in off the bench. Markstrom, he's out to play it. Mangiapane, he picks it up. He's going to leave it there. Here comes Coleman. Coleman taking it in. He takes a whack. And the Flames were going for a change, and they all kind of missed it. Here comes the Oilers. Working through in front. There it is. Evander Kane scores. The Oilers up 2-0. Evander Kane getting the last laugh. Absolutely putting another one on the board. His 8th goal in these playoffs. Unbelievable. Evander Kane making a statement. Lewis trying to go off. Calgary had to be real close at the bench so they didn't take a too many men on the ice penalty. I think it was Draisaitl. No, who was that? It was Draisaitl. Draisaitl carrying it all the way down, making a nice move and slides it in for Kane, who just pulls it to his backhand. Already had Markstrom sliding across. Kane puts it in. So Kane is lining up against Tkachuk. The officials are there telling both of them, easy fellas, I don't want anything going on. So Tkachuk and Kane, they're having words with the linesman and the referee. These two have been at each other the whole series. So they're talking. Look at Evander Kane has the stick between Tkachuk's legs and a little cross check for good measure. That's how you take a face off. So the ref had words. They set them straight. They didn't do anything too horrible. We got a draw right away. It looks like a glove pass. So they're going to pick it up and drop it again. Evander Kane and Zach Hyman getting the job done for the Oilers. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you all for being here. Thanks for hitting the likes. If you're interested in doing a little bit more with the channel, we have our channel memberships. And here's a little bit about that.
Exciting news! YouTube memberships are now available with the experience. Take your Samwelb12 experience to the next level by clicking join and picking one of our 3 tiers for a membership program that's available to you. For less than a cup of specialty coffee, click and join today for added perks and benefits like special emojis, loyalty badges, and more. Thanks for enjoying the experience. Now it's time to elevate that experience and sign up for a channel membership today.
So there it is. If you're interested in a channel membership, if you're watching on a laptop or desktop computer, you can click the join button down below. That will take you to the join page where you can find out all the information about the various levels, or you could click on the link that Not My Circus dropped, or that's in the pinned message above. That will also take you to the join page. That link, if you're from a tablet or a mobile device, you need to click there and you can see what works for you. The lowest level gets you access to all the custom emojis. So you could have your team logo that you could put up, your goal horn, your referee, all kinds of fun emojis to play with. Tammy, good evening. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for finding us today. Appreciate it and welcome in. So they're just at a commercial break, and while they're going through it, I'd love to know where everyone is watching from today. So if you're new and you're just finding us, let me know. You don't have to get too specific. If you just want to put the province or the state, if you want to get down to the city or town, that is a-okay as well. So let us know. I myself am watching from the Toronto, Ontario neighborhood. And thank you, Dallas. Those are the custom emojis that you have access to with the membership. And we certainly change those up series by series, depending on what we're streaming. All right, from Latvia. Awesome. Well, welcome in. Northwest of Sam. Love it, Dallas. Here's Calgary working it in deep behind Edmonton. Quick shot. Gaudreau trying to put it down deep. Comes out. Gaudreau tips it back. Here's Calgary from the point, sending it in front. Rebound. Quick shot, and that's stopped by Smith. Morgan from Kitchener, Maine. Awesome. Here's Edmonton coming in. McDavid 2-on-1 with Kane. Gives it to Kane. He does it again. My Edmonton goal horn doesn't want to work, but Kane does it again from McDavid. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is this Evander Kane or Patrick Kane? Which Kane is playing here? Because Kane is lighting it up. Unbelievable. Draisaitl picks it up, skates up ice while he's chewing on his mouth guard, gives it to McDavid. Nifty move as he puts it between his legs, pulls it past everyone, puts it to Kane. Kane with the wedge chips it in over Markstrom's pad. Unbelievable. Edmonton has awoken the dragon inside. Filthy, filthy McDavid. It's so true. How he manages to make those moves, that little dipsy-do between his legs, unbelievable. Former Sabre doing all the work. Absolutely incredible. Evander Kane getting the job done. We could see an Evander Kane hat trick tonight. He already has one in these playoffs. Mel's not happy about it. Here's Calgary. Calgary needs to get themselves going. They have it deep in Edmonton territory. They turn it over. The Oilers flipping it up. It's coming all the way down the ice. It's a race. Puljujärvi there, but Markstrom's out to play it. Picked up by Hyman. Hyman had an opportunity, but he got poke checked from behind. Here comes Calgary now. Calgary flying down the ice, and they're over offside. So they're going to stop this one and do it again. 30 shots for the Oilers now. 11 for the Flames. There's Eleanor firing up the Flames, trying to get them going. Saying, let's go. Wake up and get going. Unbelievable. Kane is just lighting the lamp twice in a row. Can he get 3? You know they're going to be trying. It is I think he's still leading. Let's check real quick. So he dropped the puck. Calgary has it in the neutral zone. Edmonton putting some pressure. Coming in, trying to get it deep, but they can't get it too deep. Here comes Calgary now. They're going to throw it around. I'm trying to bring up these stats real fast. So Evander Kane is 1 point off. Well, actually, tonight's game isn't going to count. So Evander Kane is leading the playoffs in goals right now, which is unbelievable. Here's Calgary trying to work it down. Edmonton doing a nice job defensively. They're going to come away with it. They're going to chip it out. They're going to have to chase it down. Gabranson trying to get back. He's with Killington. Long stretch pass. That's intercepted by Edmonton. No, turned over. Here comes Calgary. Breaking in, cutting through. Bashes into the net. It was Dylan Dubé. He cut through. He went right into the net. Tried to stop himself, so there was no brouhaha following. But nice play. Richard, welcome in. Rutrow, Calgary. Oh, I love it. Welcome in. Big hit in the boards. Edmonton switching things around. Yamamoto watching very closely what Hannafin's going to do. Now here comes Gaudreau carrying it up right into the slot. Gaudreau takes it all the way, dumps it off. Lindholm with the shot. That's blocked. Picked up by the Oilers. Here they come again. flying through, stretch pass across, walking in, tipped up. Oh, nice try. Oilers with, again, another chance. Anderson for Calgary. Headman's it. Here's Gaudreau. End-to-end action. Save. Rebound. It's in the net. Or is it? We don't know. Did Mike Smith make the save of the night? Did Mike Smith save totally? Was this better than Vasilevsky's save? No way he saved this. Is it in or is it out? We don't know. Let's see the replay. Johnny Gaudreau flying through end-to-end. Makes the shot. The rebound was there. Tkachuk tries to bury it. I can't see if it went in the net or not. The angle they showed the replay at had Gaudreau skating past the camera right as Tkachuk was trying to bank it in. We'll have to see. Chantel, welcome in. Smith is on fire. He absolutely is. This is like a Mike Smith you've never seen before. He is absolutely crushing it right now. And what a spectacular, spectacular game. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. This has been so much fun. I'm having a great time. Hope you're having a great time as well. Thank you for hitting that like. We're over 50 likes, 8 likes away from our next little celebration. And, of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe. We have lots more hockey to come. We're right back here tomorrow night. This is our second game today. We did Florida-Tampa earlier. We're doing this game tonight, and we're right back tomorrow with Game 4 of Tampa Bay and Florida, which could be a sweep game. We'll have to wait and see. Then we're going to look at the schedule for the rest of the week. We're going to sort out which games we're going to do, and we'll get those scheduled as soon as possible. McDavid is the Oilers' second coming of Gretzky. Peter, absolutely. He can just turn it on and do whatever he wants. So it turns out Kane is a bigger pickup than Eichel. Interesting. Yeah, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Toronto definitely going to take a look at that during commercial. Absolutely. Bernie, from the replays they showed on my feed, I could not tell where that puck was at all. At first glance, when it happened in real time, I thought Tkachuk jammed it in. But the replays, you just couldn't see it. So they're coming back now. And again, we are 9 subscribers away from 1820. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. There's Tkachuk. Where's the puck? Is it in his glove or is it under his leg? Holy moly, he grabbed it in the glove. So Mike Smith made a remarkable save. He grabbed that in the glove, kept it out. Smith keeps this game at 3-0 on a great chance for the Calgary Flames. But that glove save totally beats the glove save that Vasilevsky had earlier today. Here are the Oilers with the puck, bringing it back, setting themselves up. We got 9:26 to go in this second period. Here's McDavid. He's going to back it up, circle around. This time he's just going to dump it in. It looks like we got a call. So it looks like Edmonton's going to get a penalty. Everyone's kind of looking around. Is it Evander Kane? So yeah, Kane offends Lindholm, cutting through the open ice. Silly penalty on Kane. So he's going to go to the box. It's going to put Calgary up 2 minutes on the board for the Calgary Flames. So let's see what they can do. Can they turn this game around? They need a goal here in the second period to turn it around. And the thing with Calgary is they can score in bunches real fast. So here we go. They're in the first penalty. The only power play they've had tonight, they only had 1 shot. They were 0 for 1. Calgary's going to win it. They're setting it up. That's right. Must have a power play goal. They need to get themselves going. Working it around. Long dump in from the point. Gets through, but they couldn't finish on the refire. Calgary sending around the other side. Tipping it down low. They're all playing facing the front, so it's hard to see the numbers of who's who. Coming around. Fired at Hanifin from the point. Rebound. And Dubé couldn't get there. Comes all the way down. Hanifin's going to go back and pick it up from Markstrom. 1:24 to go in the power play.
Oh, yeah.
Here they come. I jinxed Kane. Sorry. Oh, Eleanor's redeeming cheer means I got to cheer for the other team. I don't really know who I'm cheering for. So we'll cheer for Calgary on the power play. Here comes the Oilers. They're going to pick it up, and they're going to come shorthanded. Here comes the Oilers again. 2-on-1. Pass, they couldn't connect. Hanifin tipped it just wide. In the corner, Hyman is there trying to hold it up. and they're going to pick it up. We got 50 seconds left to go in Calgary power play. They haven't even been able to set anything up. Edmonton has been absolutely on fire. Here comes Calgary starting to move the puck. Leaves it there. Calgary, spin around up. They're going to bring it in. Now they're going to chase it. Chasing it down is Lindholm. He kind of leaves it there for Tkachuk. Tkachuk takes a bump. Comes to Gaudreau at the point. Passes it over. One-timer. Fired. Nice little save there. That was Gudbranson with the shot. Sorry, it was Anderson with the shot. Here comes Anderson now. Flying down. He's going to carry it all the way. Steps in. Takes a shot. Doesn't get through. And Edmonton's just going to turn and shoot that out. Dump it the length of the ice. Markstrom out to play it. 5 seconds to go in the power play from Calgary. Here's Gaudreau carrying it up. 2 seconds. 1. That's going to do it. Here's Anderson. Last-ditch effort. He's taken heavily into the boards. Gaudreau sends it around in the slot. Quick shot. Mike Smith makes the blocker save. This Edmonton Oiler team is on fire. And here's McDavid, 2-on-1, shaping up. Over to Kane. Kane for the hat trick. Oh, my God, he scores. Evander Kane with the hat trick fresh out of the box. His second hat trick. Hats off. Throw the hats. It's a hat trick for Evander Kane. Unbelievable. Evander Kane, the biggest pickup at the trade deadline, puts in a hat trick. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. And not just is it a hat trick, ladies and gentlemen, it is a natural hat trick. 3 goals in a row in the same period. Unbelievable. Evander Kane lighting it up. What a spectacular job. Oh my God. McDavid brings it over. Beautiful saucer. Evander Kane goes back on his heels, says a little, excuse me, thank you. I'm just going to put it right here. There you go. That's how you do it. Evander Kane with the hat trick to put the Oilers up 4-0. This is hockey. They are absolutely on fire. Looks like our scoreboard is stuck. Let me do a quick refresh here. Let that scoreboard reset. It got stuck. So many Evander Kane goals. Unbelievable. His 10th, Evander Kane's 10th from McDavid and Draisaitl. And they got a whole lot of hats there in Edmonton to pick up. Unbelievable. Way to go, Evander Kane. Way to show the world what you're made of. After Tkachuk talking trash, taunting him about money, he comes back and absolutely single-handedly is blowing away the Calgary Flames. This is not expected. Coach gives Mike Smith a little pat on the back. Or sorry, I think it was the goalie coach giving him, or the trainer, a little pat on the back as he comes over as they're cleaning up the hats. We got 7 minutes left in the second period. Shots are 31-16. Edmonton has just exploded. Hats ain't cheap. That's right, Mel. That's right. And if you remember, when Matthew Tkachuk had his hat trick in the last game, good old Dad Keith wouldn't throw his hat. He said, no, this is my favorite hat. I'm not throwing it. Well, now Evander Kane gets a hat trick, and I guarantee you his family members are throwing hats. Everybody is celebrating Kane's second hat trick of these playoffs. One in the first round, one in the second round. This kid is on fire. That's right, CeeLo. Calgary has forgotten how to play. They have lost their game. They cannot deal with the speed of the Edmonton Oilers. So they'll get a little break here as they're going to clean up all the hats. And the Flames coaching staff must be going out of their minds. Coaster Mom, Calgary was the favorites going in. They kind of were ahead in the standings. Edmonton was a little bit further down, but don't tell Edmonton that, because these guys are playing on a whole different level. And it all sparks from their captain, Conor McDavid. The way this guy comes out and plays, the things he can do on his feet is absolutely supernatural. He is Superman on skates. Conor McDavid is something else. Deathstroke Music, Mr. Ducky, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great evening. Mr. Ducky, if I recall, you are an Oiler fan. Is that correct? Were you going for the Oils? I don't remember. Sam, do we think they'll pull the goalie? That's a good question, Dallas. I don't know if they will pull their goalie or not. That's a very good question. I mean, he hasn't been bad. Markstrom hasn't been bad. he has been good, but he's just been a little better than average. He hasn't been spectacular. He has made some good saves, but a lot of these goals, yes, he's had zero chance on. You can bet on Kane scoring, that's for sure, Mel. I am doing fantastic, Mr. Ducky. Absolutely fantastic. I hope you are as well. So this crowd now, they're in a tough house. They're in the Oilers house in Edmonton. This crowd is not going to let them back into this game that easily. Calgary needs, I'd say they need a goal real quick here to get on the board. Again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks everyone for hitting those likes. I appreciate it. Playoffs are a different beast. That's so true, a different beast. You're right, Richard. They certainly are. Doing great. You're at the Oilers game? Mr. Ducky, you're there right now? Unbelievable. Mr. Ducky, what's the vibe at the game? Let us know what it feels like being there. Here's Mangiapane coming through for Calgary. He's going to leave it off. Calgary looking to get going. And they bring it out. Yikes. Backlund couldn't contain it. He had to bring it out. He's being checked the whole way. He's going to give it over to Gudbranson. He's going to send it up. Here's a quick shot. Calgary, nice play. It was Lindholm, but it's kept kicked aside. Sorry, it was Dubé who took the shot, not Lindholm. Comes over to Yancroc. Yancroc trying to get in there. He's going to send the puck behind the net, but no Flames are there. He's going to try and chase it down. Big hit. Oh, huge hit just in front of the Oiler net. I didn't see who took it or who received it, but here come the Oilers skating through. Oilers have it, setting it up behind the net, and Gretzky's office out front. Nice little pass there. They couldn't capitalize. Another chance there. Yamamoto, he has it now. Skating around. It was McLeod who had the earlier opportunity. Leaves it off. Nice little spinorama there. Tyson Barrie, and he goes upstairs off the bar and into the mesh behind the net. Tyson Barrie showing some skills. Wow. Unbelievable. Love Pugs, what's going on? Welcome back. Everybody who was here in the stream earlier today, welcome back. Everybody who's new, who's just finding us and coming in, thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like, and thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We are on our way. On our way to 1820. We are 9 subscribers away. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button. We're going to be right back here tomorrow night for Game 4, the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning, in an absolute do or die game for the Florida Panthers. Will it be a sweep? Well, we'll find out in about 24-hour time. About this time tomorrow night, we will know if the Panthers are eliminated from the playoffs or if they live to play another game. Hey, I'm actually with some friends. Well, Deathstroke, tell all your friends we say hello. I hope everyone is having a great time enjoying the game. Confidence on the puck is contagious. Absolutely. Tyson Barrie, that was a gorgeous spin move there. Bucks, what's going on? Bolts close out tomorrow. We will see. I have the best seats in the game right now by the penalty box. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Mr. Ducky. Sitting by the penalty box. Phenomenal. Well, enjoy the game, because I'm sure you guys are having an absolute blast there tonight. Oilers have some cool moves and tricks up their sleeve. Yes, they do. It's kind of like playing NHL 94, right? The way these guys are moving and deking and doing the spin arounds, man, it's purely like a video game, the things they're doing right now. I learned my lesson. I'm not betting against Tampa in the playoffs unless they win the President's Trophy. Yeah, you and me both, Richard. You and me both. Mr. Ducky, I'm sure it costed a ton to be there. But you're right. It is absolutely worth it. Irene, what's going on? What's up? Just here to check out the competition. Go Bolts. Well, Irene, welcome in. Thanks for coming by, stopping in, dropping your like. Appreciate that very, very much. Can't believe how happy I was not OT. Oh, I know. OT games, it really gets the heart racing. Regardless, it is. The President's Trophy is a curse, a long-time curse. Here it comes. Just like in football and basketball, if you're the EA Sports Madden cover athlete, that's kind of a curse, or it was for a long time. Here's Edmonton. They are absolutely flying. Coming down. Going to roll it in. Zadarov, he's back for Calgary to pick it up. He's got a couple players on him. Calgary comes in, crashing around a little bit. Trevor Lewis in there, and Calgary's going to pick it up. Here come the Flames. Lewis. That was a horrible little move there by Lewis, but flying in out of nowhere was Lucic to drop some bodies. Here comes McLeod. He's going to come in, leave it there. He's going to get it back, sending it around the ice. There's Kane. Kane and Tkachuk collide in the corner. A little bump. Tkachuk comes back with a little bump. Tkachuk and Kane, they're hooking, they're holding. Now they let each other go. You got to watch those two. Wow, Kane almost totally stole it. Here's McDavid. McDavid comes in, little steal, circles around, left it for Draisaitl. He overskated it. Now he goes behind the net to Kane. Kane lets it go. Comes back. Anderson, he's going to pick it up for Calgary. Starts the move to Gaudreau. Gaudreau puts it in the middle of the ice. Now he gets it back. Here's Johnny Gaudreau. Going to pass it up. Calgary's going to hammer it down into Edmonton territory. Here come the Oilers. Long stretch pass up to the center line. Backhand to Draisaitl. Draisaitl taking a couple strides. Stops, turning around, and then he's going to reverse it. Where's the puck? There it is. It kind of rolled out of the zone. Back up. Here's Hyman. Hyman takes an off-angle shot, and it's put behind the net. Hyman avoids a hit. Calgary starting to move it. They're having some trouble even getting into the Edmonton zone. Now they do. And that's taken right away from the Oilers. But it's turned over to Calgary. Calgary gives it right back. Duncan Keith, he's going to send it up. Here's Hyman into the slot. He takes a shot. Markstrom's going to grab it, and he's going to make the save. Crowd is on him a little bit, applauding him for making the save, holding on to it. Oilers keep it turned to 11. That's right. They sure are scary for anyone. They're so good. I don't know what happened in game one where they got absolutely blown out. Listen, Calgary jumped out to a 9-6 lead, but I give it credit, right? They jumped way up, and Edmonton came all the way back, and then Calgary just took it to another level. But Edmonton just rocked them in game two, and they're out to a huge start here. Maybe this could be Edmonton's year. The way they're playing right now, I don't think anybody could stop them. I'm going to one this week. Also, Sam with some friends again. Very cool. Dumped all the way down the ice. Smith is going to pull it out of the air. And here come the Oilers. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Coming in. Edmonton's going to dump it around the ice. All the way down. Calgary's going to stop it. Stay tuned for second intermission. So we're going to have a whole lot more fun. Behind the net. Jaredev trying to get it up. Calgary's just having troubles everywhere. Yankrock. He's going to get it out. Calgary's going to fire it down the ice. Edmonton gets there first. Edmonton's just winning the race everywhere. And that was very close to too many men on the ice. A bad line change for Calgary. They got lucky there. Here comes Anderson. Rasmus Anderson. Long pass. Tipped down by Lucic. Puts it behind the net. Smith out to play it. Edmonton rolls it out to the line. Lucic is there. He's going to keep it in. Calgary trying to get down deep. They just can't get any pressure going. Edmonton doing a great job. Kept in now by Calgary. But see, they get unlucky. They hit a skate on the dump out. Here comes Nugent Hopkins. He's coming in. The pass was behind him. Hyman just couldn't connect with Nugent Hopkins. This time he does. Hyman gets it in front of the net. Backhand. And that goes high and over. Here's Edmonton. All kinds of pressure. Puljujärvi going back to the point. They're fighting for it. Calgary's going to pick it up. Here they come. It's Brett Ritchie. He's going to dump it in. Duncan Keith's going to go back to pick it up. Lucic centered it in front, but that couldn't connect. Here's Hyman. He's going to pick it up. He's going to hit the red line and now dump it in. Well, the rest of the Oilers line is going to go for a change. Here they come. McDavid gets it over to Draisaitl. Back down to McDavid. He stops. Goes the other way. Oh, my God, McDavid. Sick, wicked, and nasty. Stops, turns around. Holy moly. This guy can do amazing things. They're going to dump it down the ice. Here's Draisaitl. Draisaitl's going to flip it up. We got 1:13 to go in the second period. Here comes Kane. Kane making a move. Trying to get around Zadarov. He does. The crowd is chanting MVP as Kane was with the puck. Here comes Calgary. Cutting in the zone. Tkachuk turns around. Goes back to the point. Calgary takes a shot. Smith, great save. Rebound. Another great save by Smith. Smith is absolutely stellar tonight. He is on point. It's going to be dumped back in by Calgary. Edmonton back to pick it up. These guys are amazing. Darnell Nurse picks it up for the Oilers, starting to head it up. Tipped in. Chasing down it now is McLeod. He eludes a hit from Anderson. Anderson, though, is going to pick it up. Turns it over to Yamamoto. He leaves it there. Here comes Fogle to McLeod, to the point. Big shot. And Markstrom's going to make the save. Wow. This game is flying. Calgary looks like a different team. I'm assuming they can bounce back. Sometimes it's not your night. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It just does not look like Calgary's night. Nobody on Calgary looks to be playing well. I mean, they're playing good. They're not playing great. Again, thank you all for being here. Thanks for coming in, hitting the like. Those of you that have hit the subscribe, thank you so much. This is so much fun. And what a game. We are so lucky to be calling for you tonight. 4-0 Oilers. Shots are 34-19. 18 seconds left. Another shot from the Oilers. That it goes glistening past the net. Here's Calgary working their way up ice. They're going to dump it in deep, but Duncan Keith is there. He's going to go back and pick it up. Keith being worked over. Edmonton's trying to get it out. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Fogle is able to get it out and down the ice, and that's going to be a whistle. The second period has officially come to an end, and what a spectacular period that has been. All the goal scoring has just blown up. Hey, Sam, forgot to say have a great week. Congrats on 1.8K. Thank you so much. Thank you for always being positive. Thank you, Mr. Ducky. I appreciate that so very much, and that's right. We hit our 1,800 subscribers. It is absolutely amazing. We are on the path to 2K. So we are on our way there. And I have to thank each and every one of you guys for all of your support in doing it. So here are the stats for the second period. It is 4-0 Oilers. Your goal scorer is Zach Hyman, his 6th from Draisaitl and McDavid. Evander Kane, his 8th from Draisaitl. Evander Kane, his 9th from McDavid and Draisaitl. And what's that? One more time. Evander Kane, his 10th from McDavid and Draisaitl. This is not a repeat message. Total shots in that period, 13 apiece, bringing the grand totals to 20-34 in favor of the Oilers. Both teams 0 for on the power play, 0 for 2 Calgary, 0 for 3 Edmonton. Calgary winning the faceoff circle, 58% to 42%. 9 block shots for Calgary, 6 for Edmonton. 3 takeaways Calgary, 6 for Edmonton. 11 giveaways for Calgary, 6 for Edmonton. And in the hit department, 30 hits to 29 hits in favor of the Calgary Flames. Well, for those of you who have been around, been here and hanging out, you know what time it is. It is time for the second period intermission report. We have our special guest back. Please welcome Dave, the Bear Shark. Welcome back in. And Dave, do I have a treat for you? I have another special guest who's going to be joining us momentarily.
I love treats.
So, Dave, let me introduce you to the world famous, world renowned lady from Northern Ontario, way up north, Dallas Hockey Girl. Dallas, welcome to the party.
Wow. Hello there.
I get to meet the famous Bear Shark.
How are you?
I'm fangirling right now. I'm totally fangirling. I get to meet the famous Bear Shark. Oh my God, I'm freaking out.
Part of the experience is we get to introduce fans to their icons.
There we go. How are you?
I'm freaking out. I am so awesome. It's so great to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. This game is rocking. This is how we play it up here in Canada, my man.
Well, as soon as I left, they scored.
They were waiting. They actually, what happened is you left. I sent a text message to McDavid and I said, okay, Dave's gone. They kind of tapped Kane on the shoulder and said, go. And it was bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, Bernie
it really was. It was nuts.
You need to go.
Yeah, it was crazy. All of a sudden I sat there. I'm like, all right, so it's been a low scoring game. I'm going to let you kind of do your second period. I jump out and I'm watching the TV and I'm like, they waited 30 seconds and they scored. I'm like, that's about right.
You had to go off and eat the brownies and pancakes.
I actually had ice cream.
Of course you did.
Unicorn ice cream. It was delicious.
Oh,
pray for pillow hands.
So it's funny you should say that because I'm going to give you guys 2 updates while you guys have been watching hockey. I've also been watching NHL news.
Breaking news. Beep, beep, beep.
So here's some breaking news that's going on right now. The Avalanche local law enforcement are working with Kadri because he's had death threats. So that's going on right now as we speak. And then there was a presser with Gallant after the game where they asked him about, he was yelling at D'Angelo after the game from the bench. And so Brendan Moore's like, oh, I didn't know anything about it, blah, 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 blah. So he was asked, and he said, well, I wasn't really too thrilled with what happened after the game. He goes, we've been trying to play it pretty clean. I've told my players, don't engage. He goes, but if that's what they want to do, he goes, I've already instructed them on how I want them to play game 4. We may see pillow hands come. He may take the gloves off, and we may have a little fight with Max Domi. So it looks like the Rangers are going to come out in game 4. Sounds like Gallant's taking the pillows off of pillow hands.
Wow.
Ooh,
Interesting.
waiting for the right game. You're staying alive.
So some interesting things happening off the NHL verse right now, but still in the NHL world. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard that just before. I saw a note that Kadri was receiving some threats. Actually, Jeffrey mentioned that. And I thought, well, that's crazy. And I watched a little bit of Kadri's post-game interview where he was accusing Binnington of throwing a water bottle at him while he was doing the interview. And I'm like, that's kind of bizarre. I think Binnington, who just left the game injured and is out for the series, has better things to do than kind of come at you and throw a water bottle. Yeah, real bizarre scenario, but that's crazy that it's gotten to the point where there's some investigations going on. And poor Kadri, because from his time in Toronto, as much as he likes to mix it up and get involved and play the gritty side of hockey, he's actually a really cool kid. Like, he's a nice guy. He does a lot in the communities. He grew up in and around the Toronto area. He's got good principles, some good, seems to be a decent human being for the most part outside of the rink. So it's unfortunate whenever this has to happen to some professional athletes.
And we've had Mitch Marner was carjacked. All craziness happening to the players lately. It's been
and that's kind of why they're taking it a little bit more seriously, because apparently he's a Muslim from Lebanese descent, from what I was reading in the article, and that they're actually racist rants and threats against him.
Oh, wow.
So with what's gone on recently with some of the other, like with the carjackings and some of the other things against players, they're taking this extraordinarily seriously, because apparently 3 different individual threats.
Wow.
Good.
That's not what hockey people are supposed to be about.
That's right. And kudos for the authorities for taking it seriously and doing their due diligence and looking out for him. Listen, we know as hockey fans, when stuff is happening with your team, it's frustrating, it's annoying. You want to scream and shout and let it all out and all that fun stuff, but you don't take it to this kind of a level. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I hope they find these people, and I hope they face the music as they should.
I hope so too.
Well, and I mean, in the hockey world, the one thing that I always like about this sport over every other sport is if the ref gets it wrong, kind of like what Gallant said, oh, you want to fight, do you? Okay. This is the one sport where you can go out in the next game and say, well, let's even it up. If they want to go run their goaltender, they can. It goes back to when Chris Kreider accidentally ran into Carey Price and he blew his knee out.
Yeah.
And there was a big hubbubaloo about the Habs, and there was a lot of bad blood for a long time, but it was taken out on the ice, and it should remain with the teams. Let the teams hash it out. We're fans. Let's just watch. Let's all have fun. Let's all get along.
Yep.
Keep it on the ice.
And Bernie, you're bang on. It was a hockey play. It happened really fast. He gets a bump, and we see that all the time. A team goes to take out the player, gives him a little exaggerated bump, runs into the goaltender. Not intentional. Kadri was not going in there with the intent to take Binnington out.
No.
So it's crazy what it's blown up to be. That's for
sure.
Well,
I have to show you something funny that I found. I'll use my second screen technology. So this is for our fans in Red Deer, Alberta. For our Bear Shark and our American friends, Red Deer is right in the middle between Calgary and Edmonton.
Yeah, right. It's like almost to the kilometer.
That's really funny.
So this is fans in Red Deer, how they cheer for the Battle of Alberta.
That's awesome.
Yes, there won't be a beer left in Alberta by morning. The Alberta fans I lived in Calgary for a few years. Alberta fans are very serious, and they take these games will be taken very seriously.
All right, so since we brought it up, what is the official beer of Alberta?
I don't think it matters.
Okay. I was
don't think
hoping
it
for
matters.
like
I'm not a
Molson
beer drinker,
Golden.
so I don't honestly know, but I don't think it matters. They will drink whatever's on tap.
I was hoping for like a Molson or something, or like where it was like a good
Probably.
Canadian beer.
Probably Molson Canadian Coors.
Yeah, I was going to
whatever
say
beer.
you're probably Molson Canadian. That seems to be it everywhere. Taking a look at the crack research team that I've called upon, aka Google. It says the top beer found in Alberta is Blind Man New England style pale ale from Blind Man Brewing, followed by Blind Man Icarus Imperial Stout, also from Blind Man Brewing, and then from
Nice.
Fallen Timber, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Meteory, is the Fallen Timber, I can't pronounce that.
Just tell me it's got a lumberjack on the can and we're happy.
Yeah. Oh, no
Yeah.
pictures. Let's see. Maybe that's the better thing. Let's give me the official. No lumberjacks. Oh, this looks
Bernie's
pretty
got it right. The
snazzy.
official beer of Alberta is the next one in each hand.
Alberta Genuine Draft. They got the mountains in there. That's a nice looking can. But Alberta Ice Lager.
See?
Whatever it is,
good,
it'll be $15 a beer at the game. So whatever it is.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. I hopefully they won't run out of beer, because the fans will leave the game if the stadium runs out of beer.
Yeah.
So what we're essentially saying is the movie Strange Brew is accurate.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. Here's a funny story. I actually have a bizarre twist to that movie, or Rick Moranis in general. Rick Moranis went to the same overnight camp as my pops. So they, I mean, that was a gazillion years ago, but I remember growing up, especially loving Ghostbusters, and hearing this story, how they kind of shared, the same overnight camp grounds. And I was like, that's really cool.
Now, it's really funny that you bring that up, because as soon as I'm done with this and my kid goes to bed, we're watching Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Nice. Have you not seen it yet?
Love it.
No.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything. I want to hear your opinion following.
I'm
counting down. I'm counting down to Top Gun 2 this coming Friday. I can't wait. It looks so cool.
I'm excited for it, but I'm going to wait for it to come home so that I can put it on the big screen with headphones.
Are you gonna get it? If next time, Dave, when you're in the parks, or Jenna's in the parks, if they're at Hollywood, you got to get one of those X-Wing fighter helmets. So when you watch, there you go. So when you watch Top Gun, you can watch with the helmet on.
Put the earphones
like you're right in there.
You'll look like you're in the fighter jet.
Or that even better, put on the helmet with VR glasses, and that's how you have to watch the movie.
That would be cool. I'll be passed out in about 15 minutes.
That'd be very cool.
Unbelievable.
So we talked about it off the top about what needs to happen in this game. Calgary wasn't listening to us. Edmonton absolutely was. These guys putting up 34 shots. They're hitting. They're doing, they got 30 hits, 34 shots. They haven't taken a whole lot of penalties for the most part. They only have 2 penalties. They've stayed out of the box. Edmonton's just doing everything right. And, we talked about Evander Kane and all the taunting. Right now, I think it's easy to say he's getting the last laugh.
He absolutely is. And I think even though it's been many, many years, Edmonton still carries the spirit of the great one. They will always be a team to beat.
Look, Edmonton's a great team. That's what's making this series so much fun right now, is the fact that they are so good. It's just that Evander Kane, he's got that sports thing about him, like where it's kind of like what happens in the NFL and the NBA when it's about me, not the team. And hockey players generally aren't like that. And that's why it's not well received. If he was doing some taunting in any other sport, everybody would be like, whatever. But in hockey, hockey players, again, it's the one sport you're allowed to fight in. So we take it a little differently. That's why every interview, if you've ever watched the interviews in between periods, they're all exactly the same. Well, we were a great team effort. We got to go back out there. We got to be strong. We got to get to the puck a little faster. If we dig a little deeper and we get together, we can go out there and we're going to make it happen in the next period.
We.
And then the funny part is when they ask about how they scored or what they did, well, it wasn't just me. It was, a great pass from Jonesy. He got it over to me, and it was a perfect pass. If it wasn't for that, I couldn't have gotten it in. It's never about us as the hockey player. It's about the other person.
Yep.
And that's where Evander Kane is rubbing people in the league the wrong way. And that's why Tkachuk sat there and said, I got a couple of bucks for you. And that's what you're seeing. But I mean, at the end of the day, he may have the last laugh. He may be hoisting a cup.
For sure. And hello, Bibs kids. Welcome in. I tell you, in Quebec and in Montreal, whenever they're saying we, they're going, why does he just keep saying hello? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
And in the South, we're going, what do you got to go to the bathroom?
Yeah. I'm excited that the Nordiques might come back. That's going to be cool to get our 8 teams back in Canada. That's going to be fabulous.
That would be, and I'd be very curious, and I'm jumping way ahead. If the rumors are true and that meeting took place and they are going to kind of go through, the process is going to happen, do they go back to their original logo, or do they kind of pull a Winnipeg and kind of revamp or modernize it?
Maybe modernize it, yeah. We'll get our proper hockey day across Canada again, Sam. We'll get our proper hockey day.
So the only way that I will allow this to happen is if Don Cherry is included in that organization.
Oh, please bring back Cherry. Somebody start a petition. Chat. Somebody start a petition. Bring back Cherry.
Let me tell you something. When you can take that man out of hockey, something's wrong.
You should follow him on Twitter. It's hysterical.
I do. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny as hell.
I can't get away from Don Cherry. Look, one of the best dressed people in hockey. Period. End of story. Love Don Cherry. He is growing up as a kid, that's where commentary was. Him and Sam Rosen. Those are the two people I listened to.
Oh yeah.
So
it was a game. We would start Coach's Corner would start coming on, and we would start guessing what color's the jacket, and we'd start guessing and try and figure out what color it'd be, and whoever got the big bowl of popcorn or something.
Yeah, and that was the thing, right? We would sit around watching Saturday night hockey night in Canada. You'd watch the first period. You'd be super excited for Ron McLean and Don Cherry, Coach's Corner, to come on. You'd watch it. It would leave. You'd quickly run to the bathroom, grab another drink, and get ready for the next period. When the second period ended and that intermission show came on, everyone would turn the channel to something else. If you had a family event and stuff was going on, and you kind of had the game in the background, when the first period ended, everyone came into the family room to watch the intermission show, and then they'd go back to the party or the event. So it's unfortunate what happened with Cherry, but yeah, I'd love to see him back in some capacity.
He's got to come back. I was at a pub with the Canada U.S. Olympic game in 2002, a pub in Winnipeg, and it was loud, and there's music and everything. Team Canada wins. It went absolutely crazy. Don Cherry comes on TV to give his spiel after the game. The whole place just went, whoa.
Yeah.
And it was everybody was like, Cherry's on. And you could.
When you're a hockey icon,
it was great.
When you're an icon, though, that's the point, though, and that's why I can't believe that he's not a part of Hockey Night in Canada. They may as well just shoot it out of a cannon. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So
with pillow hands.
Exactly. We need it for a pillow helmet. The question is, and we talked about the Nordiques. Who owns the Nordiques' rights?
Oh, good question.
That's a good question.
Because in all actuality, isn't it the Avs?
It very well may be.
So
went to Colorado.
If they came back, the Nordiques may not be the Nordiques. It may have to be a new team, because in all actuality, the Avalanche own it. So it's not the Avalanche going back. It would be a new Quebec team, and it would have to be named whatever. I think they should call it the Chateau Frontenacs.
Can they trade their first overall draft pick in the entry draft for the rights to their old name?
I would imagine they could probably buy it.
I'm sure.
But Winnipeg came back. Were they still going to be the Jets? Were they going to change to another name? And it just went, you know what? We've been waiting so long to get our team back. We're just going to give them the same name.
Well, but I don't know. I would imagine it has to do with ownership rights. So it's very interesting to me to think about. And the only reason I even thought of this is because Montreal Steve said to me the other night when I called my first game for the Avs Blues, he said, did you see the original logo for the Avalanche? They were going to be the Rocky Mountain Extreme. And he sent me the actual article with the logo. And it was like for the extreme sports and all the other stuff. And I started to think about it, and I was like, well, wait a minute. What would happen if Quebec does have another team? They're the Avalanche are the old Nordique. So what would it have to be? And would there have to be, because in modern legalese, they don't own the rights. The NHL doesn't own the rights. The Avalanche do.
Yep. And sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off. The third period is just coming back on. So we're to be continued. We will continue this conversation. Yep. Dallas, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Besh. It was so great to meet you.
It was a pleasure.
You have to do it again.
Absolutely.
Talk to you soon, Dallas.
Sammy, I'm going to let you call the third because you do better without me. And plus, I'm a minute and a half behind you anyway. So I'm going to let you get on with the call. I'll be in the chat hanging out. Thank you for letting me come in and crash tonight.
For sure. Very welcome. Always an open invitation. And yeah, we'll catch up with you real soon.
I'll have you in on Tuesday. We'll have some fun.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right, it is third period time, and the Flames are going to start it with a goaltending change. They're going to kick it off. Dan Vlader, how do you pronounce it? Darth Vader. He's in net now for the Calgary Flames. Vladar. I could pronounce it 18 different ways from sideways. Regardless, the backup is now in for the Calgary Flames. So let's see if that can spark Flames to play a little bit better. Here's Dubé coming in, and that's kind of turned over. McLeod, he overskates it, but luckily Edmonton's there to pick it up. Now they turn it over again. Calgary has it deep in Edmonton territory, coming out from behind the net. Jam play. They can't connect. Coming out, Calgary still trying to work it away. Trying to pinch. Finally, Edmonton gets it out. Here come the Oilers. Just couldn't connect. Fogle, he's going in hard on the forecheck. Great play, Fogle. Calgary's going to pick it up now. They're going to circle back. Zadarov, he's going to hold on to it while the Flames are changing up again. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate everybody hitting the like, hitting the subscribe. What a great game this is turning out to be. The Oilers absolutely dominating. Coming around, quick shot from Gaudreau. That's blocked, but the rebound comes right back to him. Comes down to the point, and he bobbles it. That's going to come out of the zone. Calgary's going to have to retreat. Here come the Oilers again. Kane takes a shot on Vlader. He's going to make the save and hold on to it. Kane trying to pick up where he left off. Absolutely dominating. Smart to give marks from a period off. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pull the goalie. See if that rattles the players. Get them to step up a little bit. Get something going. Now Calgary will score 4 goals now that Dave's gone. I said Calgary would win this one, but this is better. Go Oilers, Jonathan. That's awesome. Yeah, I was very surprised to see Edmonton light the lamp, how they did in that second period. Here's Calgary trying to keep it away from Edmonton at this point. Comes over to Lucic. Lucic has it poked off his stick, but he gets it right back. Coming down, Lucic starting to play. Shooting that in is Gudbranson. But Edmonton's going to pick it up. Circling around, here come the Oilers. Little head fake, long stretch pass. That's tipped down. Goaltender out to play it. Now Calgary's going to turn and go. Flames, again, they get it knocked off their stick. Dumped right on Smith. Lucic up pressing, and he's going to play it out. Here comes Calgary. Zadarov, he's going to take a bump there from Puljujarvi. Zadarov kind of fakes it around. Puljujarvi's there. He's going to go back to the point. Tried to get it out. Nice shot, Calgary, and that's a nice save by Mike Smith. Calgary coming out in front. Quick backhand shot. Smith is down. It's sitting in the crease. Nobody can get it. Everybody is all over the place. Smith can't get up. Wow, Backlund was tied up in front of the net. He was on Smith. Smith couldn't get up. Zadarov is trying to get it through. Backlund and the Edmonton player are absolutely whacking the daylights out of each other. Here's Tkachuk throwing it in front. Rebound Backlund. He gets a shot. And finally, the play is blown down. The ref is calling a cross-checking penalty. I don't know who he's calling it on because it was cross-check city. There was about 50 cross-checks thrown out by both players in front of the net. So we'll have to see who on earth he's calling. I got to assume it's the Edmonton player as the defender. But So many stick infractions were going on there. And a great play by Edmonton. Derek Ryan to get down and kind of make the save as Calgary took the shot. So it looks like who's going? Kulak's going to get the cross-checking penalty. This is a play where you absolutely could have nailed both of them and gone 4-on-4. So let's see what happens now. 2 minutes on the board for Calgary. Hyman saved the goal. Yeah, Hyman, great job getting down in front of the net. Calgary's going to win it back to the point. They're going to throw it in. That's deflected just wide. Here's Gaudreau. Going to bounce it in. Lindholm going in the corner. Comes back to Gaudreau. He's got Tkachuk in front of the net. Gaudreau, far side, top of the circle with a shot. That's deflected up and wide. Toffoli with the shot. Comes back to Anderson. It comes out. Anderson's going to have to race back. Calgary's going to have to vacate the zone, tag up, and come back in. And here they come, 2-on-1. Tkachuk, toe drag, takes the shot. What a save. Holy Smith. Smith has been unbelievable keeping this game away from the Calgary Flames. Here's Anderson back to pick it up. He's going to start the way. 1:17 left to go in the power play. Here comes Calgary. Gaudreau. He has his pocket picked. Tkachuk is there. He's going to give it back to Gaudreau. He's going to hit the line. Calgary can't even get in now. Finally, they just roll it in. Now they're going to dump it in deep. 1 minute to go in the power play. Anderson is there to keep it in. Edmonton, Tkachuk. He can't keep it in, or he does, but he went to pass to Gaudreau, and it came out. Now Tkachuk reverses it to Gaudreau, to Anderson. Anderson taking a look. It's going to go down low. He kind of hit Gaudreau and bobbled around. Duncan Keith is able to play it, but not out. Back to the point. Far side, quick shot. Nice save. Mike Smith again flying across the crease. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Edmonton's going to dump it down the ice. Vader's going to have to come out and play it. Kind of dekes away from the Oiler player. Gives it up to Backlund. Here's Backlund. He's going to carry it down. Quick shot. That's going to be high and wide. Mangiapane can't get there. Knocked it away. Here comes Yamamoto. He's going to carry it up for the Oilers. Coming into Calgary zone. Putting it nice little moves, Yamamoto. But he's pushed to the outside. He's going to get it out. Calgary's going to get it out. Man, these guys are flying. 15 minutes to go. Shots are 35-25 in favor of the Oilers. Calgary has it. This period so far has been all Calgary with puck possession, but they haven't really had a good opportunity other than one. Here's Lucic. He's going to bring the puck in. Tries to put it down deep. Edmonton's just going to get it, and they're going to bring it right out. Here comes Kane. Kane, he's going to take it around, stop. He's going to hold up, blows a tire. He goes down. McDavid in there with Draisaitl. Comes over to Lucic. Lucic tried to pass it up. Stolen away from Kane. Kane is doing everything. Kane and Lucic come side by side. Going around far side. Nice play there. Stolen. Here's Kane again. He's got Puljujarvi who was cut into the net. But he couldn't get it over to him. It's going to come all the way back down to Edmonton territory. Bouchard. Long pass up. Puljujarvi's going to dump it in. Calgary. Nice little move there. Trying to get it out. Edmonton. They pick it up. Edmonton working through. It's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He's battling it there. It's going to come around all the way back to the point. Edmonton, Duncan Keith. He's going to throw it down deep. Coming in front. Looking. Trying to make something happen. High stick there. Nugent-Hopkins goes down. No call. Calgary's going to pull it out. Finally, they get it. Here's Toffoli. Toffoli gets checked from behind from Zach Hyman. Dubé, he's chasing it down, but Bouchard comes away with it, but Calgary steals it. Calgary goes off the boards back to the point. Hannafin tried to center it in front to Yankrock, but he couldn't connect. Here's Calgary with it now. Side of the net, coming out in front, jam play, and a nice save by Smith. Calgary is trying everything, and nothing is working. Unbelievable. The Oilers have shown up to play today. Mike Smith has been absolutely stellar on everybody, doing what he needs to do to get it done and get it done well. Again, thanks everyone for coming in for the third period. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit the like. And if you haven't shared the stream out, do me a favor, hit that share button, get the stream out, and let's get a bunch of friends joining us here for the third period. What a day it's been. A fantastic day of hockey. It all kicked off with a crazy game between the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, where Tampa took that game to go up 3-0 in the series. Then our good friend, you saw him earlier today, joining us for a lot of the stream, our good friend Dave, the Bear Shark for FPEN Sports, over on his channel. He called the Ranger game and the Carolina Hurricanes, the Rangers, pulling out the win there, coming back. Hurricanes take that series, or have the lead in that series, 2-1. Dave's going to be calling the next game Tuesday night at 7. So you want to make sure to go over there and check that out. And of course, Colorado, they have the lead in their series, but game 3 today is Calgary-Edmonton, and right now Edmonton is showing them how to get done. Let me also take a minute. I want to talk about a good friend of the channel, Pete McDavid Show. If you love play-by-play sports, football, baseball, basketball, he does some hockey as well. Pete does it all. The Pete McDavid Show, definitely check him out as well. If you like Disney content, Pete's got ride videos. He's got Disney interviews. He's got it all. So definitely stop by and check out Pete McDavid Show. You won't be disappointed. Now, Flames need to win the next game or they're done like dinner. Yeah, they're Flames. Listen, they're in trouble. And anytime somebody goes up 2-1, whether it's 2-0, 2-1, when they suddenly have to face the next game, and a team is looking for that third win, it's a serious pressure situation. Because if you go down, a team goes up 3 games and you're down, that's tough sailing, especially with these two teams. Calgary has it. There's a little collision in front of the net. Calgary player blocking the goaltender, but Edmonton's going to clear it. It's a race. Hyman trying to get there. Mangiapane gets there first, plays it out, looking to set it up. Thank you, everybody. If you're watching on the East Coast, almost 10:30, thank you for hanging in. I know it's been a long day, but appreciate you all being here. Edmonton's going to play it out. Look out. Hyman trying to get the air pass. Anderson's going to pick it up for Calgary. He's going to skate it out of his zone. Stops, tries to turn around. He blows a tire. Calgary making some changes. Here comes Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau coming in, going to bank it off the boards. Coming down around. Picked up, centering it. Tried to center it. Was the Calgary player, but it was out of the reach of Hannafin, and he has to come all the way back and pick it up. Here's Gaudreau. Long pass. Here comes the Flames. 2-on-2, breaking in. Long shot off the blocker, steered into the corner. 12 minutes to go in the third period. Calgary working their way, trying to get something done. They realize now time is of the essence. Tkachuk puts it to Gaudreau. He just throws it on net. Calgary, you can tell right now they're just throwing absolutely everything at the net, hoping for something to get tipped and go in. We got an offside call. What an unbelievable game. Back and forth action. It has been stellar so far. Edmonton surprising everybody. Well, not surprising the people in Edmonton, but absolutely shocked of how they have been able to come to the Flames the way they have. They have brought it tonight. That is for sure. So the next game of this series looks like it's also going to be Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. Calgary and Edmonton, Game 4, Tuesday, 9:30. Here comes Calgary. They have it back in their own zone, trying to get it up. Edmonton on the forecheck, able to pick it up and couldn't connect. So Cody Ceci, he's returning to the Edmonton bench. He was not there. Oh, wow. Lucic absolutely runs Mike Smith. Mike Smith came out to play it, and Lucic absolutely buries him. There's a brawl going on right now. Smith is down. Unbelievable. Ridiculous play. Stone is in there. He's got Ryan McLeod tied up. Who's on the ice? I can't tell who that is. Trevor Lewis is on the ice. He's tied up with Tyson Barrie. Lewis has no bucket on. Zadorov, he's tied up with somebody. I can't make out who. Brett Ritchie is in there. It's Cassian. Cassian is tied up there with Zadarov. Lucic, he's being given the gate. He's thrown off. What a punk move. What an absolute punk move. Lucic running the goaltender like that. That's I'll be shocked if Lucic isn't suspended for this. He tried to stop and hold up, but he absolutely runs Smith into the boards. Bucket comes off. Kulak is in there. This game is about to get dirty. So Smith, he absolutely gets run there by Lucic. I know he tried to slow up, but he runs him into the boards. Smith is holding his gloves kind of over his head because the helmet came off. So now you have a situation where you got Cassian, you got Kane, you got some tough guys on the Oilers. They're going to be looking to mess things up a little bit. I know Lucic is trying to start a fight, or not start a fight. He's looking to start a spark to spark up this team. Let's see what the call should be. Very interested to see what this call should be. I agree, Dallas. It is absolutely going to get ugly. So we got Cassian in the box on one side. We got to see the officials are talking about it. They're pointing. So Smith made the play, and then Lucic comes in and just oh my God. The more and more I see this replay, I'm like, Lucic, you are a dog. He's not a clean player by any means. You know, Lucic, he's had his issues, but this is just a bonehead move. Just a bonehead move. You can tell he slowed himself down so he didn't hurt the goaltender, but he fully went into him. That wasn't that bad. It wasn't necessary. Definitely a penalty. But Smith, of course, he did sensationalize it as much as Sam just did. Bernie, I'm trying to hype it up for the viewers, you know. But just a bonehead move there. So it looks like on the board, Zadarov has 2, Richie has 2, Lewis has 2, Cassian has 2, Kulak has 2, Barry has 2. We'll have to see what the call is on Lucic. Lucic went to the room, so he's out of the game. So we'll have to see what the exact call is. But yeah, that's just, in today's hockey, you just can't do that. So they're taking a look on the iPad. They're taking a look at the replay. He did try and slow down, but he then decided to follow through with the hit. You just can't hit the goalie like that. Those are the days when Hextall was there. Could see change to 2 for goalie interference and a 10-minute misconduct. Keep him off the rest of the period. I agree. You'll probably see something like that. But, man, that's just... Unfortunately, I think it's going to spark a lot of stuff that this game doesn't need. Because this has been a great hockey game so far. So the ref's clearing everyone away to make the announcement. 5 minutes and a game misconduct for charging. So that'll get reviewed from George Peros because it's a 5-minute major and a game misconduct. So that's going to be reviewed. So whether that is a fine or a suspension, I'm sure there'll be some kind of disciplinary action coming out of that. Ian, what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. So they're having some conversation in front. Smith he looks okay. So they're saying Smith has to leave the game. Smith has to leave the game for concussion protocols. The referee is telling him he has to leave. He's saying you have to go. It's concussion protocol. You have to go. This is what's ridiculous. They're kicking Mike Smith out of the game. Well, they're not kicking him out, but he has to go for concussion protocol. So Mike Smith, who's been absolutely brilliant tonight, now is going to share the shutout or the game with Koskinen. So Lucic, who comes in, takes him out because his head made contact with the boards and he goes down losing the bucket. He's got to be taken out of the game for concussion protocol. They gave him 5 in a game. No further. Oh, you don't think so? Okay, cool, Bernie. I thought it would get an automatic review. But interesting. So now he comes out. Koskinen comes in. We'll see what Dallas can do. There's 11:25 on the board. Koskinen comes in cold. And Calgary has been buzzing. They've been putting a lot of shots up. So we'll see how how the Edmonton Oiler Koskinen coming in can hold up. So very interesting. I agree. Mike Smith, you could see he was absolutely furious that he has to leave. Mish Marner, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in. Glad to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. This has been an unbelievable hockey game so far. Just absolutely spectacular. And it's been a lot of fun to talk through. So we'll have to see how this is going to play out. Again, we'll be right back here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, to call Game 4, Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. Hopefully, this is not a closing out game for Tampa, and Florida will live to play another day, but it very well might be the broom game for Tampa Bay. Oh, it's all good, Mish. All good. Can't wait to see the changes coming. Congrats, Mish, on the big signing of Giordano. Have a feeling they kept the call. Let's keep Lucic away. It's probably a good thing. If Lucic was still on the ice, you know something was going to end up sparking. Hopefully something doesn't. You know, Kane and Cassian. Hopefully something else doesn't kind of explode and these guys just finish the game, because it's been a great game. You'd hate to see it ruined by some ridiculous shenanigans that's not needed. I'm not well seeing the end of the Maple Leaf score. Yeah, I get it. These safety rules are killing all sports. Appreciate you trying to keep players safer. Yep, I agree. Total garbage. What did to Smith? So he has to leave because he got hit into the boards the way he did. They have to put him in concussion protocol. So that could potentially be a game changer, right? It could be a game changer. And now Calgary's going to fire on the backup for, Koskinen. He's in the backup for the Oilers. The backup for the Flames is in, and later, Darth Vader is in for Calgary. This is going to be interesting. See worse hits on a goalie, not get a major. Interesting. Okay. We got 6 guys in the box, which is awesome. So it looks like Tkachuk is going to be serving the 5 minutes. So that's an interesting call. That Tkachuk is going to be serving the 5 minutes. So they're getting ready. They got this all sorted out. The right guys are in the box. Getting sorted out. Curtis Joseph, what's going on? What is going on? Kiprasov, Hasek, and Juan and I are watching the game. I love that. That's awesome. Here's McDavid. So Oilers are going to come away with a 5-minute power play. There's only 11 minutes to go in the third period. Quick shot. McDavid there to take a little poke at it. It's going to be held on to. Draisaitl taking a whack there from Backlund. The referee comes right over to Backlund and he tells him, no more of this. Archduke NHL covering, caving to insurance companies. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I get it, right? I understand, I do, but it's tough. It's so tough. Calgary going to win the draw, but Hyman gets there first, putting it around to the open corner. McDavid takes a bump. Calgary able to clear that out and down the ice. Here's Evan Bouchard back to pick it up. Just under 11 minutes to go. Here comes McDavid putting it in. Nice little shot there. Hyman with a great play. Coming through, long pass. Here comes the Oilers. McDavid carrying it up. I think right now, Oilers, part of them just wants to get through this 5 minutes. They don't really need much more scoring. Here's Draisaitl, flips it back to the point. Big shot, Bouchard. Rebound comes over. McDavid has it. Skating around, he's got Nugent Hopkins in the slot. McDavid gets tripped up with the linesman. Stone is kind of pushing with McDavid. Calgary's going to pick it up, and they're going to chip it out and down the ice. 10 minutes now remain. 10 minutes now remain. That's right, Archduke. Line them up. Kiprusoff getting third period off. Suter trying to get the Flames going. Not working. Here comes the Oilers again. Yamamoto is going to play it in deep. There's a big hit. McLeod taking it to the boards. Calgary, Coleman, he's going to pick it up. He's going to bring it in. He's got Lindholm with him. Lindholm gets there, leaves it. Hanifin fans on the shot. Now it takes a second opportunity, hits the side of the net. Duncan Keith, he's back to pick it up. 3 minutes to go in the power play. Shots 37-28. Just over 9 in the period. Here they come, Yamamoto in the slot. And that's stolen. Calgary's going to grab it and fire it right down the ice. Again, if you're just coming in, thank you for finding us. Appreciate you being here. Here's the Oilers sending it up. Long pass. Hyman, he's just going to bring it in. Pops up in the air. Can't get to McDavid. McDavid trying to track it. It's going to roll to the point. It's going to come out. So we got another call. So it looks like McDavid's going to take the call on Stone. So McDavid's going to head to the box. So there was 2:24 left in the power play. So we're going to get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. And then the Oilers will jump back out for 24 seconds on the power play. So we got 8:49 to go. 2 minutes now. 4-on-4 hockey coming up. This game has had absolutely everything except the Calgary goal. Do we sense that goal could be coming soon? Absolutely, Bernie. They absolutely do. So Tkachuk, he was designated on that 5-minute power play, so he doesn't get to come out on this 4-on-4. So here's Yankrock taking the draw. He loses it. Edmonton's going to win the draw. Start to move it up. Here's Hyman. Look out, Hyman. He's getting forechecked. He spins away. Here comes Ceci leading the rush. Ceci comes in, centers it in front. Nobody was there. Oilers are going to throw it right back on net, and Vlader's going to make the save and hold on to it. So we got somebody broke their stick on the bench. It looks like the blade kind of just fell onto the ice. So CC, so it's his hand that was bothering him. He got whacked in the hand. They kind of taped up the hand, see if he can hang on for the rest of the game. 8:33 to go. 4-on-4. Here we go. Puck is dropped. Edmonton's going to win that again. Hyman circling around behind the net, spinning off. Hyman coming right out in front, slides it to the front of the net. Vladar makes the save. Here comes Gaudreau. He has the puck. He's going to turn around, bring it back. Going to dish it off. Calgary is going to send it up. Can't connect to Hanifin. Edmonton has the puck. They're backing up in their own zone, sending it around to Ceci. Ceci's going to send it up. Yamamoto gives it away. Gaudreau tried to center it. He couldn't. Now Edmonton's going to regroup. Here they come. Darnell Nurse going to carry it up. He's actually going to play with the puck and turn back. 1 minute to go in the 4-on-4. Nurse bringing it all the way back. It's going to go off to Yamamoto. He's going to bring it up and drop it back. Ceci now trying to play it up to Nurse. Nurse is going to play it right back. These guys are just playing some catch, eating the clock. Here comes Yamamoto. He's going to go for skate. He's going to carry it all the way up. Hits the circle, slows down, stops. Turning away, trying to get away from Backlund. Can't do it. Backlund can't get him. Going to go back. Here comes the Oilers. They're going to bring it in again. Here comes Tyson Barrie. He tries to go up high over the shoulder, but it's deflected up and into the mesh. So 4-on-4 time, 21 seconds left to go. Good job by Edmonton to eat up most of this 4-on-4, not giving up too many any odd man rushes, and getting a couple quick shots themselves. So we got a face-off coming up. 39 shots for Edmonton, 28 for the Calgary Flames. What are they calling a timeout? Is Edmonton So the Oilers are calling a timeout. This is interesting. So giving their guys a rest, 4-0 Edmonton. Edmonton Oilers calling a timeout. They're giving their guys a little bit of a rest. Koskinen, he's got to go to the bench. He's having his skate worked on. Oh, so here it comes. Mike Smith is back. Mike Smith is back from concussion protocol. He's making his way to the ice. The crowd is standing up on its feet. So there we go. The timeout here is called. That's the real reason the timeout is called. The timeout is called to give Mike Smith a chance to get back in this hockey game. He's back from concussion protocol, cleared to play. Little squirt of the water bottle, little touch of the pads. Smithy back between the pipes to continue on the stellar game that he's been having. 21 seconds of the 4-on-4. Calgary's going to win it. Comes back. Kane is there in the corner. He takes a shot. Here comes Calgary. They get it out to Yancroc. Yancroc trying to move his way up. Hits the red line. Dishes it over. Calgary's going to dump it in. He's out to play it. Smith plays it high. The Edmonton defense has it. Kulak trying to get there. Barry is in there as well. Kane is there. Lewis, he's going to come away with it and goes around far side. Now, 4-on-4 is over. Edmonton has a 10-second power play. So really that's going to be negated. Calgary has the puck. They're just holding it back. Comes over to Hanifin. Going to start the play. Here comes Backlund now. Long pass up. Power plays have all ended. Team is back at even strength. Tkachuk, who's in the box, should be clear. Everyone should be clear. And there's Tkachuk on the ice. Here's Mangiapane. Sends the puck over. Big shot from the point. That goes high and wide. Rebound comes in the middle. Mangiapane again tries to dump it down in front. Puck comes to the side of the net to Backlund. Leaves it for Tkachuk. Tkachuk coming out, walking outside, coming all the way back to the blue line. Tried to feed it across, but a bad pass. Edmonton, Zach Hyman on the forecheck, pokes it away from Stone. Hyman has it, picks it up. Nice little play there. He's got Stone essentially on his back. Nice play. Hyman still with it. Hyman shoots. Great blocker save by the Calgary goaltender. Calgary with the puck, sending it over to Gaudreau. Here he comes. Gaudreau putting it in. Working down deep. Nurse taking him to the corner. CC in there. He's going to get hit. Hyman's going to flip it up. It's going to come out to center ice. McLeod, he can't get there. Finally, Calgary gets it back. CC going to give it to McLeod. McLeod pays it back to Nurse. Nurse taking a look. It's going to hit McLeod. Here's McLeod. Going off the boards. Kane's going to tip it in. 5 minutes to go in the third period. 4-0 Oilers. Quick shot. That's going to go high and wide. Coming around. Tipped. Doesn't go anywhere. Here they come. Over to... Oh, they score. Calgary breaks the shutout. Killington with his first career playoff goal. 4:51 left to go. This is the spark they needed. It's a little late. It is a little late, but they have life. Unbelievable. They have life. A great shot, a great play. Smith just couldn't get there. But Smith has been unbelievable tonight. Interesting. Kane has his head down on the bench. I didn't see what happened to him. Maybe he's just catching his breath. We got 4:50 to go in the third period. 40 shots now for Edmonton, 29 for Calgary. Here comes Calgary right back to Chuck. Tkachuk coming in. Toe drag. His shot is blocked. Tkachuk has it behind the net. Tries to reverse it in front. It's there. But Edmonton clears it away. Oilers able to clear it out and down the ice. They pick it up. Nice play, Archibald. Archibald tries to center it. He gets taken out. Archibald's down. He's slow to get up. There's Morgan trying to fire up the Flames, trying to get them going. Archibald's going to head to the bench. So Mangiapane, something happened with him and Archibald. Here comes Calgary. Tkachuk bringing it in. Calgary working down deep in Edmonton territory. Coming across in front. Calgary getting a little bit closer, Shillington coming through down deep. Tries to center it. Calgary holding the line. Putting it in. Gabranson gets it down deep to Tkachuk. Comes around. They try to jam it in the side of the net. It's going to roll all the way down the ice. Later's going to have to come out and play it. 3:36 now to go in the third period. 4-1 Edmonton. Here comes Gaudreau. He's going to dump it in. Look to pick it up. Big hit there. Brett Ritchie is coming through, and Edmonton's going to clear it out again. Time is not in the favor of the Calgary Flames. That's going to come down the ice. Is the horse their mascot? No, I don't think Calgary really has a mascot, Coaster Mom, but Calgary is the home of the Calgary Stampede every year. So I think it was just someone being having some fun with the horse head, and I could not resist that gift. So we got 3:19. Let's see if Calgary ends up pulling their goalie. They need 3 goals in 3 minutes. Puck is dropped. Edmonton has possession. They're going to get it out and down the ice. They're saying it was tipped. No call. Yorko, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate that, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Calgary getting it down low. Coming out in front, circling around. Again, thank you. Just like Yorko, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 1850. Here's in front the backhander. That's off the side of the net. Edmonton starting to work their way down. Here's Puljujarvi. He's going to get it out and down the ice. Calgary still has not pulled their goalie, so I got to believe if they haven't pulled him at this point, they're not going to. Here's Hannafin. Gets it up, starting the rush. Yankrock, he's going to dump it in. Calgary giving chase. Calgary coming away with it. Trying to get it. Nice hustle by Yankrock. I'm impressed with him so far. He's really been hustling. Dubé comes around. Okay, so they're finally pulling the goalie. There's a shot, and we got a penalty on the play. We got a hooking call. Nugent Hopkins is going to go for hooking. So, ladies and gentlemen, this just got interesting. Ryan Nugent Hopkins, he's getting called for hooking, and Calgary has pulled their goalie. So it's going to be a 6-on-4 situation upon their return. So real interesting situation here. Can Calgary call on a miracle? Can Calgary put 3 goals in the next 2 minutes and 28 seconds? Highly unlikely, but it is a possibility. It definitely has the chance to happen. So while they're at commercial break, let me take the time. I want to say thank you so much to all of our mods of the channel. You do an amazing job. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the support. All of our channel members, thank you for being members. Thank you for supporting the channel the way you do. You've helped us be able to invest in upgrading some of our technologies and the way we do our broadcasts. So thank you all channel members. If that's something you want to get in on, being a channel member, simply click the join button right next to the subscribe, or click the link in the pinned message. That will take you to the join page where you can find more information. The memberships start as low as $2.99, and you get access at custom emojis and other perks and benefits. And then, of course, all of our new friends who have come in and hit the subscribe button and have hit the like button, thank you so much for watching and interacting with the channel. I appreciate it. I do this as much as I can for all of you because I know you enjoy it. I have a great time doing it. We've met so many wonderful people along the way. So thank you for all the support in every which way that you do support us. Calgary needs to break up the top line, put Toffoli with Tkachuk. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Put Gaudreau with Yankrock. I think that would actually be really good at Gaudreau and Yankrock together because they're both speedy players. So we'll see what they can do. Points through the first 10 games. Conor McDavid with 23 sits behind Rick Middleton, Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, and Wayne Gretzky again. So great company there for Conor McDavid. Most points through 10 games. 1971, the Bruins scored 3 quick goals in 20 seconds. Wow, Archduke. That's impressive. But it's not going to happen here as Calgary loses the draw. Edmonton gets it out and down the ice. Calgary has their goalie back in. That's interesting. So here comes the Flames breaking out. They get it down. They have a power play looking to get set up. Edmonton's going to pick it up. And again, they're going to get it out and down the ice. Calgary just can't get set up. And that's going to roll right on net. Here comes Hanifin. 1:30 to go in the power play. Over to Dubé. Dubé's going to dump it in. It's going to roll past Smith. Edmonton's going to pick it up. And again, they're able to get it down. Wow, Calgary just can't get set up at all. 1:30 to go. At this point, I don't think they're going to pull the goalie. Here's Hanifin. I think they're kind of conceding. Here comes Calgary. 1:25 left to go. One goalie lane in Toronto. Yeah. Here comes taking a shot to Tkachuk. Goes high and wide. That's going to come in. Held at the line. Nice play by Anderson. Running out of time. 50 seconds to go. Last minute. Here's Gaudreau. Fakes the shot. Now he comes through. Rebound. Another quick shot, and Smith is all over that. Toffoli getting pushed out of the front of the net from Kulak. Nice play by Smith. 1:01 left in the third. 45 seconds remain on the power play. Unbelievable. What a spectacular game this has been. We will be right back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. It's a potentially game-closing game, a series-closing game. Tampa Bay, Florida Panthers. Tampa is up 3-0. So make sure to come hang out tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. See if Tampa Bay can pull off the sweep. And that would be something, knocking off the President's Cup winner. Suffering from the curse yet again. All the way down the ice. Here comes Calgary. 30 seconds to go in their power play. 48 seconds on the clock. Coming in, here's Tkachuk. He tries to make a pass. It hits a skate, and it's going to come all the way out and down the ice. The crowd in Edmonton is roaring. They're on their feet. They're waving their towels. They're getting loud for the Oilers, who have played terrific here today. Edmonton has it. Long stretch pass. Tried to hit the player break, and they can't. 23 seconds to go now. 5 seconds on the power play. Gaudreau has it. Edmonton's going to chip it out. That's going to do it. Even strength. Power play is over. Here's Hyman. Hyman coming in. Sends it over to McLeod. It bounces off him. Rebound in front. Nugent Hopkins puts it just wide. 6 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. That's going to do it. Edmonton is going to take this one by a score of 4-1. Mike Smith has an absolutely stellar game, shutting the door for the most part, closing out the Calgary Flames. So Edmonton goes up 2-1 in this series. So they're going through, they're giving their celebrations. Let's take a moment and look at the stats from tonight's tilt. So Oilers take it 4-1. Total shots, 40 for Edmonton, 32 for the Flames. Your goal scorers, Zach Hyman, his 6th from Draisaitl and McDavid. Then Evander Kane, his 8th from Draisaitl. Then Evander Kane, his 9th from McDavid and Draisaitl. Then Evander Kane again, his 10th from McDavid and Draisaitl. Then Oliver Killington breaks the shutout, gets his first career playoff goal, his first from Yankrok and Dubé. Looking across the board, Calgary ends up winning the face-off circle 55% to 45%. No power play goals scored tonight. 0 for 4 were the Flames, 0 for 5 were the Oilers. Coaster Mom, thank you so much. Appreciate that very, very much. Appreciate all of you guys so much. In the hit department, Edmonton takes the hits 38-36. Calgary was 17 blocks. Edmonton was 7. Both teams with 12 giveaways. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for being here. SMS, appreciate you. You guys rocked it yet again. All of our new subscribers, thank you for being here. Thanks for hitting the like. And of course, all of our channel members, much respect, much love, and appreciation for all of you guys supporting us. We will be back. Thank you, Mel. We will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m., Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightning. Is tomorrow going to be the last game for these two teams? Is tomorrow going to be the last game in these playoffs for the Florida Panthers? Will Tampa Bay move to the next round? We'll answer all these questions 24 hours, less than 24 hours from now. Same bat time, same bat channel. 7 o'clock, Samwelb12 Experience. Be here. Tell your friends and family. Let's have a banger. From all of us here at the Experience, thank you again and have a great night. Good night, all. Thank you for watching this presentation of NHL Playoff Hockey brought to you by the Samwelb12 Experience. Thank you, mods. The SMS crew is the best crew around. Thank you to all the new friends who have subscribed, for all of you hitting the like button, and of course, all the donations you've sent. We appreciate it. Thank you. We'll see you in the streams for more NHL Playoff Hockey. Thank you, and have a great night.